Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and little technical difficulties tonight to get started here for our bi-district round of Benbrook versus Eagle Mountain. And to catch you up where we're about a few minutes into this one. Benbrook is actually driving down the field right now on Eagle Mountain to open up this football game. I'm joined by my partner in the booth tonight, Keith Diamond. Keith, a little bit of craziness here in the booth, but we got it all worked out. It's without Jim, it's a little bit tough, I'll say.
It's totally different. So we do apologize that we're not allowed to actually stream the game live. This is a UIL regulation. If it was we considered it, but when we went and reached out to UIL, they said it's a $500 fee just to be able to do that. So that's why we're not there. Let me connect this also to the Facebook page.
Perfect. So now we have a second down and 12 coming up now for Benbrook, well into Eagle Mountain territory on the 29-yard line. And Benbrook has had a really good start to this one with a few first downs on third down. And they'll roll out to the right side looking down the field. This one is almost intercepted by Tyler Self. He was just sitting there out in no man's land. Bit of an interesting pass there from Brennan Barton, as it'll bring up now a third down and 12 for Benbrook.
Let's see.
And as we remember, earlier in the season, Eagle Mountain actually trounced Benbrook
45-16, if I remember right on that score. And a lot of when I sent you that information that I looked up through Huddle and Max Preps. It was actually kind of a
So Barton in the gun. Barton dropping back to pass. He's under pressure, rolling out to the right side. Finds nobody, throws it on the run. This one is incomplete. It'll be fourth down. Keith,
with
continue.
Nobody near him. So anyway, so basically in the game earlier this season, it was Eagle Mountain had like 200-something yards rushing to 26 yards passing, whereas Benbrook was 175 yards passing and only like 15 yards rushing. So it was a tale of two cities, two different methodologies, I guess you will, that may have had something to do with them falling behind early, but I don't know.
So it'll be fourth down and 12. Now Benbrook, with them being on the 29-yard line of Eagle Mountain, they're saying just why not? We're going to go for it, as they put together a really good drive. Barton goes empty, dropping back to pass, looking Barton under pressure. Barton's going to be slung down, and he's escaped out of it, but they've marked forward progress. So it will be a sack for Eagle Mountain, and it will be a turnover on downs. And the quarterback for Benbrook was very, very, he was questioning what happened there, as he seemed like he was still moving and wondering why the play was blown dead, but it was. And Eagle Mountain, for the first time tonight, will get the ball on offense. And after a crazy drive where it looked like Benbrook was going to get some points, they don't. And Eagle Mountain will take over here on first down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Or, excuse me, this will be the 33 of Eagle Mountain. So Bryson Vindiola, the senior quarterback, in the gun. And he'll open up this game, handing the ball off. It's going to be right to the line of scrimmage.
Who'd that one go to, Peyton?
That's the tailback, Terry Starks.
Terry Starks, I heard that.
Terry Starks, he actually lost a yard on that one. So to bring up a second down and 11. And again, we apologize tonight for a little bit of technical difficulties. We've been saying that without Jim, it's going to be a little bit tough. We're just kind of getting our toes in the water, so we do apologize for that. Back to pass now, Starks. Throws. This one is caught out to the 43-yard line. That's Avon Bolin. And Eagle Mountain will now show some tempo here on third down. And we're waiting on the distance up here. They're going to give him third down at about 1. So third down and 1 coming up for the Knights. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Here's a handoff up the middle to Starks, and it should be a first down. And the chains will move. It will be a first down for Terry Starks. And Terry Starks has been a heck of a tailback this season for Eagle Mountain.
He has. He's so far this season, if I remember right, let me see if I can get where's my phone? Oh, there it is. So I'll pull up some stats for you on Terry Starks just to kind of give you an idea that I sent to Peyton earlier today. Over the last 2 years, if I remember right correctly, Peyton, here comes the play. I'll let you do that.
Vindiola now in the gun. Starks will move from left to right, now back to his right. Starks now moves out in motion. Vindiola will swing pass it out to Starks. Starks got blockers up ahead. He'll bring it across to the 48-yard line. Or excuse me, they'll give him the 49. So a good gain right there for Starks on the reception.
So far this season, Starks has over 1,500 yards rushing. The only person that's close to him is Vindiola, the quarterback. So clearly, Eagle Mountain relies heavily on Vindiola and Starks.
So they'll move receivers all around here. They'll move another one. That's Kathan Middleton in motion. They'll hand it off to Starks, who's got blockers out ahead. Starks breaks a tackle, and it looked like the ball came out, but he ended up holding on to it. And he'll get the first down out to the 40-yard line. So Terry Starks getting some opportunities in the run and passing game to open this one, and they're just marching down the field on Benbrook.
Well, Eagle Mountain, like I said, Eagle Mountain does something very similar to like what Boswell does with Lassiter and I'm just drawing a blank now because we're not at Boswell game.
So Edwards now to the left of Vindiola, and they'll hand it off to Starks up the middle. Starks got a good block. And he'll be brought down to the 34-yard line. And Terry Starks just continuing to carry the pile. They'll bring up a second down and short. There is a flag down on the field. We'll see the indication from the officials. This one likely will be going against the Bobcats of Benbrook. Just seeing the body language on the field, and Eagle Mountain not walking backwards. So here's the, actually, this may be going against Eagle Mountain. We'll see. So it is unsportsmanlike conduct, and that'll be against Terry Starks, the running back. So a little bit of jawing there on a good run. And if you're trying to win a playoff game, those are plays that could always bite you in the butt. So they'll be backed up to the 49 on that 15-yard penalty from Starks. And what looked like going to be a second down and short, it's going to be now second down and 19. So second down and 19 for Eagle Mountain. You got to always watch out for a little screen play or a swing pass. They'll send a man in motion. Vindiola hands it off to Starks. He's going to run around the right side. Starks trying to make something out of nothing. He gets back to the 40-yard line. That's where they'll mark him down. And Keith, I mean, that's a good run right there.
That's a really good run to come back and actually get some back of what you actually
cost.
Yeah.
So he got 9, and he'll bring up a third down and 10. And honestly, it gives Eagle Mountain a little bit more of wiggle room here to where they could probably run the football again. And if they get about 5 or 6, they can feel comfortable going for it on fourth down.
Oh, absolutely. I know their kicker, during pregame I was watching, he was actually making from about 32.
So taking a while to get the play. The play clock's down to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Vindiola snaps it. Vindiola back to pass. Throws. This one's caught. That looks like Jackson Trammell out to the 25-yard line. Excuse me, that's Kathan Middleton. And that's going to be a first down for Eagle Mountain out to the 24-yard line. And so instead of running the football, they throw it, get the first down, then make me a little foolish up here in the booth.
That's all right.
So first down and 10 now for Eagle Mountain. And they're kind of matching Benbrook's drive that we saw to start this one. I know you guys didn't see it or even hear it. I know
we tried.
Even with the restrictions. Here's a handoff to Starks up the middle. Starks just had a big gaping hole again. And he's just they can't find an answer for him to start this one. So he's marked down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 6.
So the one good thing, Peyton, that we'll tell everybody, it looks like we've got a few viewers now. We will actually, since we can't stream the game, it frees me up to be able to do stats. So we'll actually have live stats tonight as we go along and at any point to kind of make this a little bit more intimate.
So Vindiola throws it to the right. It's caught by Middleton. Middleton brings it to the 9-yard line, and Eagle Mountain is just picking up chunk plays on every down, it seems like. The only negative play came, really on the 15-yard penalty on the unsportsmanlike conduct from Starks.
Yeah, and so, obviously they're making something of it. I'm interested that they're throwing to Keith and Middleton because Jackson Trammell up to this point has been their leading receiver at about 400 yards this season.
So send a man in motion. Here's a handoff to Starks around to the right side, and he'll get a gain of maybe 1. And a little bit of questionable play call there for Eagle Mountain as the ball was spotted on that right hash, and they decided to run it to the right side. So you don't really have much field to work with when you do that, but they actually gave him no gain there. So it's first down and goal now, or second down and goal now from the 9. On your screen, it'll say 2nd and 9. It's actually second down and goal from the 9. So they have to get in the end zone on these set of downs. Field goal is also in the cards. And here's a handoff to the new tailback. That's going to be Mahmoud Hussein. And he brings it to the 4-yard line, so a gain of 5. And it'll be third down and goal for Eagle Mountain. So Hussein, his first carry of the night, it goes for 5. And they're going to make some personnel changes. It looks like Starks is going to check back in. And so will Justin Fox. And we saw a little Justin Fox a few weeks ago when we did Eagle Mountain. And he did a little bit of everything. He was the kind of the Swiss Army knife for both the offense and the defense and even the special teams.
Yeah, he's listed as
for Eagle Mountain.
What's funny is he's listed as a wide receiver and a linebacker.
He does everything else. So here's a handoff to Starks. Starks trying to find his way, and he will be brought down to the 3. So a gain of 1 for Starks, and he'll bring up a fourth down and goal from the 3. And when you're sitting in this spot of the field and how well this drive's gone, you're going to have to go for it, I think, and they will. Offense will stay out there.
Well, and I think that gives you some what it tells you about how their confidence in their offense. Because, like I said, when they did the played earlier in the season, it got away really quick. They had Benbrook had 5 turnovers.
So Vendiola snaps it, fakes the handoff, looks, throws in the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown for Evan Edwards, the tight end. And the lights are shining here at Birdville ISC Stadium, and Eagle Mountain is on the board first. They pulled that play right out of nowhere, and it's a touchdown for Eagle Mountain. They strike first here with 1:51 to go here at Birdville.
Yeah, Vendiola did take some time. It was a fake handoff, and he actually rolled out to the left and caught there's the kick, and it's good.
And the PAT is good.
And he got the tight end kind of in that back left corner.
So it was a great play call from Eagle Mountain as they take an early 7-0 lead against Benbrook. And we'll take a quick timeout here on Boswellsports to hear from our UIL partner.
We're making it, sorry. Oh, thank you.
So back out of the timeout here on Boswellsports. We, again, want to thank you all for bearing with us during the technical difficulties that happened at the beginning of this game. You missed about the first 2.5 minutes, but we'll say not much happened. Benbrook drove down the field, and we came back in time to see the turnover on downs, and we were on line for Eagle Mountain to get a touchdown, and it sits 7-0. And that ball.
Wow.
Oh,
whoa. Pick it up.
Live ball.
Touchdown.
Eagle Mountain.
Oh, are they saying?
I don't think he recovered it. So they did not recover it. So what happened?
Oh,
Eagle
wow.
Mountain,
No,
the ball.
Eagle Mountain kicked the ball, and Benbrook let it like it was going to go into the end zone, and it bounced and hovered around the 1-yard line. Eagle Mountain went to pick it up and knocked it in the end zone, but then Benbrook came back and recovered it.
No, that was Eagle Mountain that recovered it.
Or Eagle Mountain.
So what happened was Eagle Mountain didn't recover it before the goal line, and when it went past the goal line, when they didn't recover it,
there you go.
it became a touchback.
Yeah, okay.
So Eagle Mountain, their mistake leads to now Benbrook getting the ball back. If Eagle Mountain falls on that ball at the 1 yard line, they get the ball at the 1, and they would be taking over up 7-0. So instead, Benbrook. Yeah. So it's ruled a touchback because of that kick into the end zone.
Oh, they're offsides too. Wow.
Yeah, so it's an offsides against Eagle Mountain. So it wouldn't have mattered even if they would have recovered it. But special teams already becoming a little bit of a factor here tonight. As you saw, or as you heard right there, excuse me. Get so used to seeing the games on the TV, and now you just gotta hear my voice, unfortunately. So Barton in the gun. Barton rolls to the right. Barton throws on the road. Oh, he had a wide open receiver at the 50-yard line. That was number 8, Gavin Lambert. And Gavin Lambert, if he catches that ball, or excuse me, if it was a better ball, that would have been an easy pitch and catch for Benbrook to be a touchdown. But instead, it falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10. So Benbrook comes into this game 6-4 on the year. And one of those 4 losses, as we mentioned, was to this Eagle Mountain team.
So that pass was attempted was to Barton?
That was to Gavin Lambert.
Lambert, okay.
Yeah, Lambert was the intended target. So Barton will send a man out in motion now. He's going to go empty. And it's going to be a timeout by Benbrook. We'll stay here as we'll talk to you a little bit more about what's been happening. And we had the idea to show some scores around the area tonight. We will at some point, probably at halftime, we'll be able to display it on our OBS system to give you some live looks while watching the game. But with all the issues that we had in the pregame, just a little bit of a caution. We always saw how Jim set up everything, but when you install a Mac into the conversation, things get a little bit confusing. So we were able to work out those kinks and get everything online for you guys tonight. So we are very happy for that.
Yeah, it scared us for a minute too because we were like we had sound and then we all of a sudden didn't have sound and
yeah. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now for Benbrook after taking a timeout. Barton rolling to the right again. He's under pressure. Barton gets the ball out. It'll be incomplete. The fact he was even able to get that ball out was a crazy one. He could have easily been marked down for a sack or even grounding, but there was a man in the vicinity, so it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I don't know that it would have been grounding, Peyton, because he was well outside the tackle box on that one because he was close to the sideline when he just chunked it.
So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
And I don't even know who was even close to that. But, yeah, so the last time they played, turnovers was a huge, huge, huge factor in that game.
So Barton goes empty. Turnovers were a big factor in that one. We unfortunately haven't seen one yet. Barton scrambling. Barton's going to be sacked. He's sacked by number 11, Tyler Self. And it'll bring up a 4th down, and the punting unit will come out for Benbrook. And, Keith, I mean, they're putting the pressure on Barton tonight.
Absolutely. And it was difficult. So Eagle Mountain actually last week when they played Graham, and it was whoever got 2nd place. And so Graham ended up taking the lead late in the game. And so
this punt
is
not a great one.
Wow.
As it'll go out of bounds. It looked like around the 50, but this one may be brought even further. It's going to be. Eagle Mountain is going to be taking over at the Benbrook 46-yard line, and talk about good field position here late in the 1st quarter.
Absolutely. So you go from having that almost I don't know who. We'll just put that. that almost recovery at the 1 yard line, and now you're getting it still in their end of the field.
And we talked about in the pregame, Eagle Mountain was a team that just stomped all over Benbrook, and by the looks of it, we could be heading towards that territory here, even though it's 7-0. You just you have to think it. Terry Starks has just been phenomenal so far running the football, and he's back out there with Vindiola. So Eagle Mountain with a sniffer to the left, two receivers to the right, one receiver to the left, and Starks in the backfield. Vindiola throws to the right. It was a low pass, and it was caught. No, it's incomplete, intended for Middleton. It'll bring up a second down. So it was just a design screenplay, but came out a little low. I imagine this one's going to be going to Terry Starks here.
Oh, yeah. I'm interested to see that Middleton's taken more of an advance on this, or taken more of a role in this game so far, when Jackson Trammell's been their leading receiver.
So Vindiola hands it off to Starks. Starks, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He may have got a yard. And the coaches for Eagle Mountain wanted a unsportsmanlike conduct call as some extracurriculars kind of happened towards the end. They did give him a yard there, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. And we're sitting at 26 on the game clock, about 24 on the play clock. They may not have to snap this one. They may, though. It looks like they're going to get up to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they don't have to snap this football. I think.
Yeah, there's a 1 second difference.
Yeah, it's like barely a second. And we've got a timeout on the field, a stoppage. We'll see what the indication is from the official. And it's a false start against Eagle Mountain. So that's a bit of a confusing one. They didn't even have to go up to the line of scrimmage and do anything. They could have just walked to the sideline and taken it to the second quarter. So that clock will run off, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play here at Birdville ISD Stadium, as we're overlooking the beautiful Coles here in North Richland Hills.
And the Lowe's to our left.
Yeah, and the Lowe's and the Home Depot back behind us. Eagle Mountain takes a 7-0 lead over Benbrook. We'll take a quick timeout here on Boswellsports.
Barbecue, make you move like a cow. Tasting Texas pride, no stopping now. From sun up to sundown, this place feels right. Red's Barbecue, every single bite.
Uh-oh. Hold on. You're not supposed to see that. Oops.
So pass was incomplete by Vindiola, intended for Middleton. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 14. So a good stop for Benbrook out of the timeout here, the transition into the second quarter. And they're going to get the ball back down by only 7. So Eagle Mountain, ball spotted at the 50, and they're going to punt this one from around the 40, and it's a low punt, but a good one. That ball is rolling, and the hands team will get down at the 5-yard line. And actually, that's an awkward spot. I would have said the 5, but they give him the 7, but still, great putt for Eagle Mountain. That's where Benbrook will take over.
All right.
So a great punt for the Knights. And Benbrook, if they want to get their first score of the night, are going to have to go 93 yards if it does end up going into the end zone. And the Bobcats, have had a heavy reliance on the passing game so far. A bit of an interesting game plan, but you have to think maybe that Burke Burnett film that we saw when we were at the game a few weeks ago where the passing game was really a struggle for the Eagle Mountain defense may have been in the cards for Benbrook tonight. So low snap, Barton slings it out to the right. Missed tackle for Eagle Mountain, and it's going to be a good gain out to the 15. That's number 5. Dorian Johnson. And that's probably the best play we've seen so far tonight from Benbrook out to the 15-yard line. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 2, a gain of 8. So Barton, he's struggled a few of the possessions so far. Looking to get something going here. 2nd down and 2. Barton hands it off to the tailback, who's going to get the 1st down, and he'll be spotted down at the 20-yard line. That was Desmond Chambers on the carry, the senior tailback, and it's a 1st down for Benbrook. So Benbrook opened this drive off at the 7-yard line and has gotten 13 yards out of it. Still a long way to go, though. 80 yards.
80 yards.
It just shows you the importance of field position and kind of winning in the special teams. If Eagle Mountain can get a stop here. Barton in the gun. Fakes it. Under pressure, he's going to be sacked yet again. Another sack. This time it's Keegan Szymanski.
Love that name, Szymanski.
Big-time sack and a big-time loss. As it's a 3-yard loss, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 13 from the 17 now for Benbrook. And the pressure's really been on, and Benbrook, even though that last play ended up being a run, they've just shown a heavy reliance on throwing the football. Barton, back to pass again, looking, stepping up, and he's going to be sacked yet again. The sacks are coming alive. It's a group of Knights there that'll bring down Barton. And he just can't get anything going in the pocket, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 16.
Well, that's a stout defensive line for Eagle Mountain.
So the Knights, a golden opportunity here to get the ball back and potentially in good field territory. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 16.
Yeah, Benbrook is doing a great job of going backwards. I got to say that.
So far in this one. And an interesting one. Benbrook came into this game the 2nd seed in their district, Eagle Mountain the 3rd, and it just shows you, doesn't matter where you finish in district, you got to go play the games in the playoffs. Barton back to pass, looking under pressure, throws this one down the field, incomplete.
But there's going to be a penalty. I saw that one coming.
And the flag is down. It will be a pass interference against Eagle Mountain. As Benbrook is just, at this point, they're saying, we're just going to throw the football up and see if we can get holding calls or PIs and try to get automatic 1st downs, which is what happened right there. So, actually, no.
It was holding.
So, but it will be an automatic 1st down, but instead of being 15 yards, it's only 10, so it's a hold. That was called there. I would have probably called pass interference, I think, but the Knights fans at home will take that one. But it will still be a 1st down and 10. It is not 1st down and 26, don't worry. So 1st down and 10 for Barton. Barton, low snap, hands it off yet again. And he got nothing. That was Chambers on the carry. And this is probably why they're not running the football. Eagle Mountain's not letting anything go up front. We want to say for a 4A first-round playoff game, quite a good fan action tonight. A lot of good crowd. Everybody's out and juiced and ready to go. And bring up a 2nd down and 9 from the 24-yard line. Barton looks, throws. This one was almost picked off by a Knight. If it falls incomplete, it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. So now 3rd down and 9 from the 24-yard line for Eagle Mountain.
3rd down, Benbrook.
yet again, another third down, and we've knocked off a lot of time here on this possession and have only gotten 21 yards out of it. This shows you what can happen. Excuse me, actually only 17. So Barton, back to pass again. Barton throws across the middle and nobody's
wow,
there.
that was almost right into the arms of an Eagle Mountain defender.
He threw it into no man's land, and the punting unit will now be forced to come out. And yet again, another great stop for the Eagle Mountain Knights. Here with 8:47 to go here in the first half of play. They lead 7-0, and
well, like I said, when I looked at the huddle game from earlier this season, it didn't show any real Benbrook highlights to it. It was mostly all just what Eagle Mountain did, and Benbrook struggled.
Yeah, they struggled mightily in that one, and have done so as well tonight. It's a good punt, though, and it's muffed at the 30-yard line. Picked up. No, he did pick it up, though. Got it with one hand barely. And will be brought down for a massive loss out to the 13-yard line. That was number 10, Bryson Ivy, on the return, who muffed it at the 30. And you're talking about 16 yards of lost field position there on the muffed punt. And special teams becoming a little bit of a factor here in the second quarter of play.
Back to the 18, is that what it did?
The 14, or excuse me, the 13. They actually got him marked at the 13. So loss of 17 from where the punt was kicked to. So now Vindiola and Starks will come back out on the field for first down and 10. Vindiola in the gun, Starks to his left. Hands it off to Starks. And he'll get a gain of 1. Bring up a second down and 9. So Benbrook probably is going to start keying on Starks, I think, in this one. Try to force Eagle Mountain to throw it down the field.
Well, like I said, they did have, in that first game, they did have 200 yards, like 240-something yards worth of rushing in that first game.
So second down and 9, 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Vindiola will keep it on the quarterback keeper, but he's brought down at the original line of scrimmage, and it'll be a loss of 1. So a loss of 1 for Vindiola on the read option, and now the Knights are sitting at third down and 10. So both defenses starting to really come alive here.
Do want to remind everybody, do apologize. It is URL rules that we do have to, or we're not allowed to show the plays on the field. That's why you see that holding graphic of that awesome night that we created for the second quarter. But we will show bands at halftime.
So Vindiola will send Bola in motion. Vindiola looking, a lot of time, throws this one up, and it's going to be almost picked off. Benbrook almost intercepted that football, but this one may also be a penalty for a roughing the passer, but I don't think they called it. So no roughing the passer called, and Vindiola threw that ball up in just the dangerous territory, and if that one would have been picked off by the Bobcats, they would have been sitting around the 30-yard line, and maybe 35.
Vindiola's not well.
Yeah, Vindiola doesn't look like he's feeling the best after taking that hit. Hopefully he's good. Here's a high snap on the punt. It's another line drive ground ball, and these are really working for the Knights. Look at the bounce. All the way down to the 31.
They got like an extra
32.
30 yards of roll.
So that ball was originally spotted at around the 10. And let's do some quick math here. I mean, that's almost a 50, 60-yard punt. And there's going to be a penalty against Benbrook for a low chop block. So this one will actually be coming back even more. So Eagle Mountain just continuing to win in the special teams tonight. And Keith, I mean, if you're a special teams coach, the last 4 minutes has just been textbook, I would say, for both teams.
You just had, yeah.
Both teams have just been flipping sides of the field and No points have come out of it. Almost like you're watching an NFL game. And we're just sitting here watching 4A Texas high school football. But it just shows you the talent that is even at these lower levels in Texas high school football. Barton, broken play, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. It's a big loss. I'll mark him back to the 13-yard line. Justin Fox on the tackle. And that was a loss of 4. So Benbrook just can't get anything going, especially in their own territory. And at this point, if they can go into the half being down only 7, that's probably a win for the Bobcats because Eagle Mountain has just really been dominating on the defensive side of the football. 6:17 to play. Barton throws it to the left. This one is caught and brought to the 18-yard line. And that was Deshaun Dean on the reception. And it'll bring up a 3rd down. So a 3rd down and 9 from the 18-yard line.
So, Peyton, what happened on that play again? Sorry.
Yeah, so it was a pass from Barton to Dean.
Okay.
For a gain of 5. So Benbrook will take a timeout. We'll take one as well here on Boswellsports. Back out of the break here. Out of the timeout, excuse me. This quarter is sponsored by All County Property Management.
Go see Kim Miller if you need any sort of rental. If you need to rent, if you want to rent something, your own property, she can help you with all that.
So 5:47 to play here in the first half. 3rd down and 9 for Benbrook. And they have just struggled since that first possession to even get it close to midfield. Barton, they're going to change the oh my goodness, look at this formation. We've got 2 linemen, 2 tackles lined up with the receivers. Barton's going to keep it on the run. I don't know what they were. The ball's out, but it is recovered by Benbrook. And Keith,
what was that?
Keith, they moved their left tackle and right tackle out to the outside on the numbers with the receivers. And it was a design run with only 3 offensive linemen up front and 5 defensive linemen for Eagle Mountain. If we're playing a numbers game, Eagle Mountain had more of the numbers there against Benbrook, and it's a big loss.
And it's no wonder that Barton got taken down right at the line. My goodness.
Yeah, he lost 2 on that play.
It's almost like, what do you call that, the swinging gate or something?
Yeah. So 4th down and 11, and it'll be punted away. And it'll bounce at around the 50-yard line, and Eagle Mountain will take over at their own 45. So just a bit of an interesting one there from Benbrook. Just very questionable on 3rd down and 9, where they took their both tackles out of the play.
I wish y'all could have just – I mean, I really wish we could show that because it was just really bizarre.
I mean,
it's nothing that I've seen since I've been doing play-by-play with y'all.
It made me think of when the Indianapolis Colts played against the Patriots in like 2015, and they only had a center out there, and they were only supposed to hard count, but they actually snapped it, and they lost. It was 4th down, so New England had to take over at like their own 20. So it was just
the next closest play I can think of was a couple years ago when the Cowboys played, and Ezekiel Elliott was the center.
Yeah.
He was the only lineman.
You didn't have to bring that one up, Keith.
Sorry.
You didn't have to bring up that one. Hussein in the backfield. He'll hand it off to Hussein. And a good carry.
Wow, look
He's
at him push.
He's going to bring the pile out to the Benbrook 49-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 4. So the backup tailback, Mahmoud Hussein, the junior, who also plays defensive back, with a good gain, and they'll even keep him out there. For 2nd down and 4. Starks will now move into the receiver position. Moves another man. And here's another handoff to Hussein.
There's a flag on the play.
It is a flag. It's a gain of 1, but this will probably be a hold against Eagle Mountain. And the Knights tonight have been gifted just a lot of opportunities and just hasn't really helped. It's actually going to be a legal shift against the Knights. So it's a 5-yard penalty. It'll remain 2nd down for the Knights. Bring it to 2nd and 9. And just a lot of mistakes. You got to think the playoff jitters are getting to some of these kids out here. But my goodness, it's a beautiful night for football. We're sitting in near mid-November in the 60s for a first-round playoff game. Vindiola throws it to the left. This one is caught by Fox, and he'll bring it to the 49. He gets a gain of 3. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. So Justin Fox's first reception of the night. And against Burke Burnett, when we covered the game a few weeks ago, I mean, he was our dude. He was our dude of the game.
He was definitely all over the place.
So Hussein will move to the left of Vindiola. 3rd down. Vindiola under pressure. This one's caught by Fox. Fox brings it to the 40, still on his feet, to the 30, to the 20, and Fox is marked down at the 19-yard line. And Keith, Vindiola just had all the pressure but found Fox, and they flipped the field, and they're well into Benbrook territory now.
Peyton, I don't know if you saw it, but on the left side of the line, there was a great block by the offensive tackle, I believe it was. He just basically upended the defensive lineman, and I think that's what freed Vindiola to make such a great play. Initially, I thought it was going to Starks.
And that tackle is Cruz Wallace. So here's a handoff to Starks, and he gets a gain of about 2. So, yeah, that tackle you mentioned, Keith, was Cruz Wallace. The left tackle for Eagle Mountain, he's a junior on that previous play, and he'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 now for the Knights from the 17-yard line. And as I'm looking through the binoculars, I see a Rusty Taco pass my screen. If you've ever been here to Birdville ISD Stadium, it is just smack down in the middle of a Precinct Line Road where all of the businesses here in North Richland Hills are. They've even got a Whataburger in the parking lot. And Vindiola will keep it on the ground, but he'll lose yards. Loses 3. Actually, that was Justin Fox who had the direct snap out of the Wildcat. So 2:33 to play, 30 seconds on the play clock. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 11, and Eagle Mountain will actually have to snap this football before the 2-minute timeout. Clocks do not align. The Knights do have all 3 timeouts still, so if they can get a quick score here, you never know. Vindiola, and look at this package, just an interesting formation. They got 2 running backs just stacked on top of each other. Vindiola looking, throws it to the left. Oh, he had a receiver open. It was Justin Fox at the 5. He just missed him. It'll fall incomplete. And should be the 2-minute timeout. And it will be. So 4th down and 11 coming up. We'll take a 2-minute timeout as well here on Boswellsports, powered by Eagle Mountain.
Off of 7-3 through 35 down on Boat Club Road, there's a place folks gather and let their troubles unload. Ritz barbecue delights under a Texas sky, with brisket, sausage ribs, and chicken fry. Juicy burger stacking high, Ritz fries on my plate. Flavor so rich my mouth can't wait.
Here we go. Eagle Mountain is actually going to kick a field goal here. The ball will be kicked from That's the 27-yard line. So a 37-yard field goal coming up for the Knights. Good snap. Good hold. The 37-yard field goal attempt is no good.
Wow.
So Jack Garcia's 37-yard field goal attempt to bring the Knights' lead to 10 was just a little off the mark, and Benbrook will now get another opportunity here with only one timeout and 1:55 to play in the first half to try and get some points. And we remind you, Benbrook started off the game with the ball, so this possession is actually quite urgent for them to get some points because Eagle Mountain's going to try to script up something on their first offensive possession out of the half.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we did miss is that Eagle Mountain did do the kickoff. Did kick off the game, sorry.
So Barton will hand it off, and this is a good run this time for Benbrook. I'll bring it to the 27-yard line. That's Chambers again. He's been their top tailback tonight, and we're sitting at 1:41 to go. They're going to have some sort of tempo. They still got a long way to go. Gain of 7. Ball's spotted at the 27. I mean, this is a long time in between plays. We're sitting at 1:30 now. Benbrook taking a lot of time. Barton remains in the gun, back to pass. Barton throws to the left. It's caught.
Wide
it's
open.
a first down and more. Out to the 50, the 40, and it will be brought down.
Looks like the 37. Oh, they're going to give him the 35.
I think they'll give him the 39, actually.
39,
So
okay.
the 39. So it's a good reception there for number 8, Gavin Lambert. And it's a first down Benbrook. And now all of a sudden, that time that they kind of chewed off doesn't really matter. Well, in the Eagle Mountain territory here, let's swing it out to the left. This one is caught and brought to the 30. So Benbrook trying to make something out of nothing, and they are. Dorian Johnson was on the reception that time for Benbrook. They actually marked him at the 31. But he did get out of bounds, though, so it stops the clock at 59 seconds, and now that's going to start to become an issue, and Coach Mullins for Eagle Mountain is going to regroup his defense here. He'll take a timeout. We'll stay here. But, yeah, I mean, Keith, they've entirely flipped the field in a matter of 2 plays in only 30 seconds, and now they're really storming down and trying to get some points here before the end of the half.
And it would be, this would be huge for Benbrook if they actually do score in this, because honestly, based off of what happened in the 5th game of the season this year, or maybe it was the 4th game of the season, for between these two teams, there was no contest between. Benbrook just got their tail spanked on that one, and so for it only to be 7-0 right now, I'm really, really shocked at this. Maybe Benbrook could kind of tighten some things together during the last few weeks of the season, but man, you got to think that Benbrook actually has to is going to hold their heads high if they come in at least with 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points would be huge for Benbrook. They definitely want 7, but 3 points would kind of make that margin for error out of the half not as bad. Still a long way to go. 59 seconds. Barton in the gun now with Chambers to the left. Barton looking. Barton throws to the left. This one's caught. Dangerous pass at the 10. 5. Makes a move. Another move. He's in. It's a touchdown. Benbrook is on the board. On the touchdown reception. That's Gavin Lambert again. In a matter of 40 seconds, they march 67 yards and are awaiting the PAT to tie this one up. And Keith,
that's huge.
We've got get your popcorn ready. This is going to be a bit of a spicy one towards the end, I think.
I think so, unless, because it just really is interesting because it's, Eagle Mountain's defense was just on fire when it come out to the game, but this series for some reason.
And the PAT's blocked. PAT's blocked. Picked up by Eagle Mountain at the 5, and it'll be brought down. So, Keith, like we saw the last few weeks for Boswell, when they're the PATs that were blocked when it would kind of hurt them, this one could end up biting Benbrook in the butt.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, because there were those 2 games that Boswell did lose, and, and especially one of them being, what was it, the Crowley game? No, which game was that they I'm trying to remember which one it was that they actually
Yeah, it was the Crowley game,
Crowley
where
game.
Where it almost hurt them.
But yeah.
They ended up coming back with it and getting the win, but this one could hurt Benbrook. And Keith, I mean, we also have to remind everybody, Eagle Mountain still has 2 timeouts here. They could easily try to make something happen if they have a good return here on special teams with 49 seconds to go. So this first half, not really what anybody was expecting. I definitely wasn't expecting
I
it.
wasn't expecting it.
Kicking off for the Bobcats, number 82, Andy Garcia.
So Garcia will kick off for Benbrook.
Looks like we've got
And number 24, Mahmoud Hussein.
Yeah, we got Hussein.
Starks and Mahmoud Hussein.
Yeah, who's the 2 tailbacks are returning for Eagle Mountain. And Benbrook's still waiting to kick this one away. 15 seconds on the play clock.
Trying to get lined up. Now they are.
Garcia will boot this one high, and it'll be returned at the 27 and brought out to the 35. So Eagle Mountain has 46 seconds left.
Who is that, number 16? Is that Jackson Trammell?
Yeah, it is. That's Jackson Trammell on the return.
Returned by number 16, Jackson Trammell.
So Trammell, who is the leading receiver for Eagle Mountain, hasn't even had a reception tonight, which is a bit surprising. He could be getting some opportunities here with 46 seconds left. So Eagle Mountain, they spot the ball actually at the 34-yard line, not the 35. Let's see what Vindiola can do. Starks to his right, receiver to the right and to the left. Vindiola will keep it on the read option, and he's going to lose about 2 yards, and this clock will roll. They may not be trying to even get points because they do get the ball back to start the second half, so it's not really urgent. We're sitting at 28 seconds. Yeah, this looks like they're not going to do anything with it. So not the craziest thing. They don't even have to snap this ball. And Coach Mullins is taking his headset off. This will likely do it for the first half of play. And I think a lot of people who predicted this one to go a little bit differently are going to be a little shocked to see this score at the half, as Eagle Mountain leads Benbrook 7-6 after trampling them early in the season. And it has been a defensive affair to start this one here at Birdville ISD Stadium. And Keith, we started this game at 7 o'clock. We're 57 minutes in. Going quick.
That's a fast game.
Yeah.
It shows you that it's run heavy. So we'll take a look real quick at some of the stat leaders that we've got. Trying to see if we can get this over to my iPad real quick.
It's got a – so we'll get that for you real quick. We'll tap the ATM on.
1.
Yeah, we'll go 1.
I think. No, shoot. The ATM, it's frozen.
Oh, no, it's 4.
It's frozen, though.
No, it's frozen.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We're frozen. We'll try to get that back in a second. As, like we've said, we've had some technical difficulties. There it is. We've got this back here. So here's some of the stats so far for Eagle Mountain.
So clearly you can see Starks is the workhorse there in the run game. Again, he was the workhorse in the first game with over 200 yards rushing. And again, just a reminder, this season he's had 1,500 yards. And the one thing that I didn't get a chance to bring up earlier in the game was that he started varsity his junior year last year. So between last year and this year, he has over 2,800 rushing yards.
Wow.
So clearly he's what they key on. Passing game, obviously you've got Bryson Vindiola, 11 for 7 with 1 passing touchdown. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean for you to see that.
7 for 11, and then Justin Fox and Middleton have been the two leading receivers, and we haven't even seen a reception yet from Jackson Trammell. And there's been 5 different weapons that have gotten the ball. So bit of an interesting start. You look at Benbrook; these are going to be a little bit different to what the numbers will be since we missed the first possession. But Chambers, 12 yards on the ground. Barton, he's lost 19 with a few of those sacks, and that's really been the story outside of that last possession before the end of the half. And Barton, 5 of 10. He's doing a little bit better than what we've kind of seen so far. But again, that last possession helped massively.
It helped massively, but again, this also plays to how they were at the beginning of the season, or in their game earlier in the season, where Benbrook was highly touted, or was highly effective in the pass game and less effective in the rushing game, whereas Eagle Mountain was highly effective in the rushing and weak in the passing. The main receiver was Gavin Lambert, but he was on that one big pass play that got them down into the Eagle Mountain side of the field. So he's got 65 yards and the touchdown. So
yeah, Benbrook trying to make something out of nothing towards the end, and they've made this one close. And we will now shift our attention to the field for the halftime show as well, we're going to see maybe both of these bands, I believe.
We're supposed to see both the bands, but it looks like it's their drill team, or Benbrook's drill team that's out there on the field right now. Their band is that their band's down here on the near sideline, and trying to see who's.
Yeah, so we have some dancers and both bands you will see on this one. So stay tuned for that, and we'll step aside and let you guys all enjoy the halftime show.
you make sure you can hear out of that.
Okay.
Oh, but you know what? Hey, Chad, see if you can hear out of it.
Let me hear. Nope.
Can you hear anything?
Nope. Maybe. Yep. There we go.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay. So that way you can go see out the field.
I'll probably stand up.
Okay, 1, 3, and 4.
1, 3, and 4.
Yep.
Oh, not 2.
No, 2. That's me.
Oh, okay.
And then
I've never
that
done
one
this.
right there.
Doing great.
Right there.
Awesome. All righty. Well, we are back from halftime, and Jim, I know you're listening at home. We've got a special guest here in the booth with all the viewers, and it's Coach Ab, the assistant AD for EMS ISD and former head football coach for Boswell. Coach, it's great to have you back on for a Eagle Mountain game.
Yeah, I think Jim swore me off, and so I had to wait till he left to come back. So anyway, no, y'all are doing amazing. But again, just Jim's such a dude. But y'all are doing awesome. So it's good to be here. Great game too.
Yeah, it's been a big one so far. And Eagle Mountain and Benbrook, it really turned into a defensive affair towards the end of that first half, and it's kind of not what everybody was expecting. Everybody was expecting a little bit more of like a blowout, and hasn't gone that way so far, Coach.
When you get some of the biggest upsets happen, and I think Eagle Mountain's okay. It happens the first game of the season and the first round of the playoffs because you know, and in Eagle Mountain, this is tough when you've already played them. That you kind of it's subconsciously or consciously you kind of settle back and go, okay, this is a team, and then you start looking ahead, and that's not that they have, but it lends to a Benbrook giving a chance. I expect Eagle Mountain, because I watched Eagle Mountain. You know, it was a game that I was on with you guys before, watching Mineral Wells, I guess.
Burke Burnett.
Yeah, and
Burke
so didn't play well in the first half. It reminds me of that game.
Yep.
And and I know Coach Mullins, they're going to make some great adjustments offensively. Defensively, they're playing great. Benbrook hit the same route twice in a row, the switch route with the inside and outside receivers, and there was just a little gap that they hit there. But I tell you, maybe come back. The block extra point might be the play of the game.
So, sorry.
Nope.
I want your opinion on that crazy formation that we saw that Benbrook did. I don't know if you saw the 3 linemen, and that was it.
People want to get creative, and I would bet the head man is an offensive guy. So you just truly you want to see what the other defense, because a lot of times you can freak out and like kids can kind of just lose their place, and so they do that to try to jack you up a little bit. And so a lot of times when people do that to us, I wasn't smart enough to get our guy. I just called timeout. I was like, because I'll never forget Saginaw scored a touchdown on us. They hit a tight end, and they ran him out there, and I knew it was kind of crazy, and they hit us for a touchdown. You know, we beat them 49-7, but that touchdown really made me mad. So anytime there'd be I just blew timeouts. I was like, if they want to get rid of our timeouts, line up in a crazy format, I was just going to call. I was like, we're not going to get tricked by that again. So.
And Coach, this game also, you spoke about it a little bit. You know, these two teams faced each other earlier in the season, and kind of something that makes me think back to when you were coaching was in those years when I believe you played. Was it Crowley?
We played
early in the
year.
It was South Hills.
It was not South Hills. It was Burleson Centennial.
Yep, Burleson
Centennial.
And so
that was what's funny about that one is so they ran the triple option. My coaches hated it, and because you have to defend it, and it's a bunch of craziness, and so we beat them in double overtime. And I swore to Coach Geller, my good buddy, that was the head coach, I said, we're never playing again. And so then, of course, we match up in the playoffs.
Yep.
And we think we got them because we beat them. They whooped us 28-7, and it didn't take 10 seconds for me to go, we're playing again next year. My coaches were so mad at me. And so we Coach Geller and I are best, but he's now assistant AD for Burleson ISD and does an amazing job. But, when you see him again, it's different. It's
a little
different.
Bit tough.
Because there's a familiarity, and then again, Eagle Mountain they're kids. They're gonna like, hey, we took care of this, but it'll be a good second half.
So Coach Ab is gonna join us here in the second half and do some color commentary as this one is kicked off and will be returned.
Got a chance.
For Eagle Mountain.
Good return right there.
A good return for the Knights. Not sure who the number was there though.
It was 16, Jackson Trammell.
Yeah, that's old Trammell.
Former Pioneer.
He's a good athlete. Does a good job on the edge, outside receiver.
So, Coach, talk to us a little bit what you've seen so far from the Knights in this one offensively.
It looks like the gaps that Benbrook's doing a good job of playing the counter, and that's what they live off of. And there's not much that their corners are real athletic, good-looking kid, so kind of shutting down their passing game a little bit. I'd suspect we're going to move the quarterback around, get him open a little bit, and we're going to be all right. So
Vendiola will send a man out in motion. Vendiola hands it off to Starks. Starks around the left side.
good run.
A good run for that tailback. And, Coach, I mean, Starks had himself a few good possessions to start the game, and then kind of dwindled off a little bit. They started to key on him a little bit.
They keyed on him, and a couple of penalties kind of knocked back some plays, and so you got into the run. But I suspect you keep hammering that wall, he's going to find a hole here pretty quick. He's a special kid.
So 2nd down and 4. Here's a handoff.
There it is. Go.
Again to him. And it'll be a 1st down and more out to Benbrook territory at the 45-yard line. And there it was, Coach.
Yeah, they found that B gap. Fullback led up in there. Guard pulled around for a power, and they didn't have enough, and he hit it. Eagle Mountain's moving a little bit quicker pace than they were in the first half.
So from the 45-yard line now of Benbrook, Eagle Mountain putting together a little bit of a good drive. Vendiola throws it to the left.
Got a
this
chance
one's caught
here.
by Bolin.
Make one move.
Bolin brings it to the 38.
Bolin's a good player. He seems like he's like that Wes Welker kind, and he doesn't seem like he's afraid. A little squirrely. I bet he's fun to coach.
And one thing I've noticed, Coach, in this game, they're really spreading the ball out around the field
They
in the
are.
passing game.
And you can tell we're moving with a little more sense of urgency.
So 2nd down and 3 for the Knights. Starks to the left of Vendiola. They'll hand it off to Starks.
Good.
And a good push up the middle again from that offensive line. It's another 1st down.
And they average about 5 yards a play. That's what you want to come out. This drive right here is one of the most important of the game. And the final 4 of the 2nd quarter and the first 4 of the 3rd quarter so important. Benbrook won the final 4. We got to go get these 4 right here.
So now Edwards will move to the right of Vendiola. Vendiola pumps. This could be something down the field.
Good.
It
Got
is.
him.
It's Bolin. It's caught at the 22-yard line. And, Coach, man, they are just rolling down the sideline
They're
right now.
picking on that corner that Jackson Trammell kind of ran them off a little bit, and Bolin kind of sat down in their spot. Good job by Vendiola finding them, and that they're operating like they know they can, and it's finishing drives now.
So 1st down and 10 from the 22.
Got 2 up top, man to man.
Vendiola hands
Go.
it off to Starks again.
Good.
And he's
Good.
still on his feet and brought down.
If you're getting 6 yards a carry, we're doing a good job. They spread out. They're going man to man, and so they're spreading them out far enough, and guards are pulling and getting on the linebackers, and that always helps.
Coach, I sure am glad you're in here because you know how to speak this a lot more than I do.
No, I'm screwing you up,
No,
man.
you're not. That's me to focus on the stats.
So here's a handoff to Starks again. A good carry, still on his feet. Starks brings it
Still
inside
not
the
down.
10.
There you go. All they're doing is just a gap set where the fullback is leading right through that B gap, and they're going to have to make an adjustment, which is going to open something up. Coach Cates, offensive coordinator, is doing a really good job of kind of setting this deal up. Great drive right here, 1st and goal.
1st down and goal from the 7 for Eagle Mountain, and we are in the Reds Barbecue red zone. Vendiola fakes the handoff. He'll keep it up the middle.
Quarterback read. They're playing that really well. I think Vendiola ran for about 120 yards last time they played. They've defended that well today. They took away both options. Now they're bringing the heavy package.
Yeah, here's Justin Fox, who, when you were with us that last game, he had himself a really good game. And
yeah, he's a special kid.
he does a little bit of everything.
Let's see what our numbers are.
As he will be he'll be in that Wildcat formation. Look at this, Coach.
Yeah, we got one out wide. Oh, we weren't
Direct
set.
snap to Fox. Fox up the middle.
Okay.
Did they throw a flag? I don't think they did.
Nope. That's okay. Good.
So they missed
We
it.
did not. We were set. I was incorrect. If they don't throw a flag, we're okay.
So 3rd down and goal from the 1
All right, let's get it in here.
for
Take
the
care of
Knights.
business.
They're going to keep this heavy package out.
Watch for ball in number 3. I bet. See everybody over there.
2 on the outside.
They got 12 is
So Fox, direct snap, Fox. trying to power his way, stretches the
Got
ball.
it.
He's
Touchdown.
in. It's a touchdown.
Great job by Fox right there.
Justin Fox, it didn't look like he was going to get his body in, but knew where he was at, was able to stretch the ball
Always
out.
scares me when they reach that ball out there, but it's good when it works. So Fox is a good player, but that was a good job by them. They went tackle over, had a tight end eligible on the short side, and went away from them and made a good play. That could be if we can get a stop here, that could be a will breaker right there.
And, Coach, it's scary at every level when you see guys stretch the ball out, but even more so at the high school level because you don't get the benefit of having review in the first
plus,
to fifth round.
Children that are on Saturdays tomorrow, like the Red Raiders, those children have bigger hands a lot of times and can hold on to those, but it still doesn't guarantee nothing. I've seen the NFL where that ball pops out. But good drive right there. First 4 minutes of the game. Of the second half, Eagle Mountain wins that one. That's a good one.
So Eagle Mountain will take now a 14-6 lead over Benbrook with 8:02 to play here in the third quarter. And
the block extra point was gigantic.
Massive.
Anytime in a game you block it, but anytime in a playoff game, it's the nth degree. Turnovers and block kicks make an enormous. It's hard to explain. But that is now, instead of it being 14-7, you look at that scoreboard, now it looks like you're even farther away.
Yep.
And that's Benbrook's going to have to respond. Turnovers coming here pretty quick.
So Eagle Mountain will kick this one away. And, Coach, I mean, we talked about it even in those last couple Boswell games. There was a lot of block PATs, and it even hurt the Pioneers in some of the ways of just momentum. You could tell that even though it's 1 point, you could just tell it can really build some life into your opponent.
When you could be tied, when you could be down 7 and you're down, or you could be down 8 and it's even more. But special team, Coach Mullins is a special teams guru. When he was my special teams coordinator, he was one of the best. Good coverage right there.
This one is returned out to the 22-yard line for Benbrook. And, Coach, what have you seen so far from the Bobcats? I know that last possession they really had their handle on the Knights.
Hit 2 big pass plays. That they got that kid. He's got some shake to him. Secondary kind of was on their heel. It's the last minute. You want to finish it, and they ran 2 routes in a row. Like I said, it was a switch route of those 2 receivers. Inside receiver just kind of runs a sit about 12 yards, and it happened twice. But Eagle Mountain has played great defense, great pressure on the quarterback. Keep that going. That should be a penalty. He was moving.
So
they
Barton
didn't call it.
Will keep it on the read option, and he'll lose yards.
So when they played the first time, Eagle Mountain knocked the quarterback out, this kid, in the first quarter, and they had already gotten a pick 6. The backup comes in and throws 2 more pick 6s. So defensively, Eagle Mountain's playing at a high level.
And, Coach, even in this one, Benbrook, they've shown that they're basically a pass-first offense. They've just been throwing the ball essentially on almost 60 to 70% of their plays.
I think that's what they want to do. They're in an empty set right here. They want to throw the ball. He's not a bad dealer.
Wow, threaded that needle.
I didn't think he got that.
They say they do rule it incomplete.
Yeah, he just threw that a little low.
The official came in and ruled it incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 14 from the 18 now for Benbrook. And, Coach, they've really been in this spot, it seems, on almost every possession, just
3rd
deep
and
back
14,
in their own territory.
I've seen that a few times. And so if you take away that last drive by Benbrook, I don't know that they've got 50 total yards of offense. And so this is a big play here. Fox is coming off the edge.
Barton
got a big hit. Pick it.
Ball in the air. It's caught. Oh, incomplete.
Great play.
Good coverage for the secondary for Eagle Mountain.
The quarterback got popped, and it was a heck of a play by the defense. The defensive pressure by the front. Oh, mercy. Quarterback is not being very nice to the Whitecap. I think he was asked to.
Please leave the field.
I think he got a penalty. He earned that one. Yeah.
So I think Barton was looking for a roughing the passer, but it looked clean even in the.
I think if you get hit while you're throwing it, that's not roughing the passer. Yeah. I think he's tired of getting hit, so maybe it's a frustration deal that he.
Yeah. So Eagle Mountain, they've brought the pressure on tonight. They've had a few sacks, a lot of quarterback hurries, and now Benbrook's going to have to punt it from their own end zone. The ball is placed at their own 8. And the special teams, the punts tonight have not been the greatest.
Not great.
For the Bobcats. Eagle Mountain punter, though, has had himself quite a nice night.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
It's a high snap. Punt is away.
Good punt. We got a new returner.
Is
Don't
return
block in the back. Don't
at
do
their
it.
own 45.
Here we go. Here we go.
Good
Here we
return
go.
here out to the 30.
He may go.
The
He may go.
20, 15,
Had a kid
and he's brought down
on the 12.
at the 12 inside the Reds barbecue red zone, and this is a golden opportunity for Eagle Mountain to get a two-possession
Flip the
lead.
field. You know, Coach McGuire at Tech talks about complementary football. Defense makes a great stop. Special teams comes through. You know, we were talking about special teams. These are the secret plays that special teams do. When you pay attention to it like Mullins does, you get secret yards. And so that punt return right there, people won't remember that play, but that sets them up on the 13. And whereas if that kid doesn't field that ball, Eagle Mountain's on their minus 30.
Yep.
And he fielded it, and now we're on the plus 13, and then here we go.
So the Knights with a golden opportunity to take a two-possession lead for the first time tonight. As it looks like a fan just got thrown out of the game, it looks like, for Benbrook. And
Wow.
tempers are now flaring into the stands.
I'm afraid he might have been I don't want to conjecture.
There might be some affiliation.
His son, I think his son plays for Benbrook, so hopefully
That
not.
is the Benbrook side, Coach.
It is the Benbrook side. Hopefully not. Hopefully
Hopefully it's not an Eagle Mountain fan.
he's walking. He is not. I can see him. He is not happy.
Nope.
He's walking with.
So Vindiola hands it off the Starks up the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 11.
If I had to tell, he is still voicing his displeasure outside the fence. Anyway, he may have had a bad day at work today.
He could have.
It seems like it.
He may need to go get a margarita.
Well, Diet Coke.
Yeah, over there. Okay, yeah.
So 2nd down and 7 now from the 10. For Eagle Mountain.
Gain of 3. We're going to go, we go heavy package, 2 tight ends, fullback, full body set. Going to be a run. That's, Benbrook's doing a good job on that. They're defending that really well.
Starks
Another flag.
Yeah, that's going to be on us. We went a little bit extra. We got.
Starks was called earlier for an unsportsmanlike conduct. I believe, is it if you get 2, are you thrown out of the
It
game?
wasn't on him. I think it was on our tight end.
Quite fortunate if that's the case.
That's not a good penalty right there. We don't need one right there. Trying to be aggressive, got a little too aggressive, and the officials.
So it's number 88, late hit.
Wow.
That's Clayton Hollingsworth. Called for that, and Eagle Mountain will be backed up 15 yards here.
Trying to be aggressive, and you can. There's a fine line, and just may have pushed one too many times. I thought it was a good block, but they did not agree. Look them for go bowling right here.
So 3rd down and long
Bowling
for
or
Vindiola. Vindiola loses a snap,
It's okay.
keeps up with it,
Got
throws, and it's caught.
Get
inside the 5. He's in.
Fox.
Touchdown. Justin Fox.
What a catch.
And Eagle Mountain.
Look at this throw right here on the replay. See if they get the replay on. What a throw. Vindiola dropped the snap and then found a way and threw a strike. I couldn't tell if Fox was in the backfield and went out, but did they show the replays?
They haven't showed it yet. Yeah, they do show the replays here, but they haven't. Looks like they haven't shown that one yet.
Yeah, no replay yet. But otherwise, great pass by Vindiola.
That was. He had a
Fox.
safety on him, and they talk about you want to get the ball to the kids that are going to make plays, and Fox is one of those kids, and that's a. Tell you what, Coach Mullins had a conversation with his children at halftime. He said let's play better, and they have come out on fire. So he's doing a good job.
And Eagle Mountain has played better, and we will take a quick timeout here on Boswellsports, powered by Eagle Mountain.
But
Yeah, I don't know because I emailed yesterday and then talked to a lady from UIL today, and that's what she told me. She's like, it's either the $500 or
academic purposes. I bet we can if we can get this one. I think it's Midland Greenwood next week, and
so Eagle Mountain will kick this one away.
Good kick.
This is gonna
Stay in.
Oh,
ball's
stay
still
in.
alive, and it'll fall out of bounds. And, Coach, there was a little bit of a confusion.
I was there. I was standing on that goal line.
Yeah, what happened
So
on that?
the kid from Benbrook sees the ball, makes the critical error of thinking that oblong ball is like a basketball. When it bounces, it's going to roll into the end zone. That sucker hit like a pitching wedge shot that I wish I could hit, and it just sat there, and it's a live ball but as soon as that ball breaks the plane, it's kind of like scoring a touchdown when that running back, just like Fox did when he put his hand over the line, that ball, the nose of the ball, like a square inch was all it was. And if it had been an inch back, Eagle Mountain has the ball on the inch line going in. That was a massive, massive opportunity. Just didn't quite get there.
So Barton's going to throw this one
play.
up on the sideline, and this one
Good
is
throw and
caught
catch.
for a first down. And, Coach, back to that play, was that ball put into the end zone by an Eagle Mountain player?
So the Eagle Mountain player got the ball. Wouldn't have been a touchdown because you can't advance a ball like that. But it would have been first down. But the ball broke the plane. Anytime a ball goes in the end zone, you always see them kill it. Well, it's the same. Whether it's in the back of the end zone through the uprights or whatever, it's on the just past the tip of the line, and so it was a touchback.
So Barton connects again.
That left side, they really working that side over there. And is that number 3?
That was number 5, Dorian Johnson.
Okay.
On the reception. Johnson, either Wilson or Lambert. We got 2 number 8s on our roster.
Okay.
And Dean have really been their top targets, which is number 3.
Yeah.
So bring up first down and 10 from the 35. Barton rolling out to the right, looking downfield, gonna throw on the run. It's incomplete.
It's actually second down and 1.
Yeah, excuse me, second and 1.
Now
it brings up third and 1.
Boy, he could have ran for a while too.
Yeah,
he had an edge, and glad he didn't.
This is a short one. I mean, Coach, this is probably 2 of your feet right here that could.
This
that
is
could get
not
the first
much
down.
room, and they like you said, they like to throw it. This is you'd think this would be a run.
Yeah, I mean, you would imagine, right, Coach? I mean, third down and inches, you're probably. I mean, it's this spot of the field. It's 4-down territory. You'd probably.
Oh yeah,
run the
I don't
football.
think. I think with the 2-score deficit, that receiver sure.
So
Get him.
Barton's gonna
Great
keep
play
it.
right there.
Gets out of it and
Oh,
found
wow.
somebody. He was going to get sacked, but he will bring it out to the 19.
Some
Just an
good
unbelievable
vision.
athletic play from Barton.
That Barton made an unreal. I thought that was a dead play. It's going to be 4th and 5, and he last second flung it out there. Good job. He's done that a few times today. That he's avoided a sack and gotten rid of it.
Just an unbelievable play, but again, the Eagle Mountain pressure just bringing it on.
Yeah, they're getting.
But these will add up, Coach. On a quarterback, he'll get a little jittery back there.
He's not enjoying.
Barton rolling to the right,
Good.
looking, and he's going to be sacked.
They're able to get pressure with 4 guys, and anytime you can do that, you're able to cover. And Eagle Mountain has got good secondary, but when you're getting sacks with 4 guys, you're making hay, and that quarterback's going to see night helmets in his sleep, I think.
Yeah, he has felt the pressure all night. He's got a
Timeout?
stoppage on the field.
Oh.
No, just a player coming off for Benbrook. So they'll make a personnel change. We'll stay here. Second down and 11 from the 21. And, Coach, at this point in the game, this almost feels like a must score for Benbrook.
I
know there's a lot of time, but, I mean, with how Eagle Mountain's really marched down the field, it seems like they really need one here.
I would be pushing. You could argue for a field goal because you're still in the third quarter. Analytics would probably tell you this far down. Yeah, that receiver keeps moving. I thought that's about the 3rd time they finally called it.
So it will be a false start on Benbrook.
4:22 left. If you could get a field goal here, just you want a touchdown. Obviously, you're down 15, but getting points. This might be the last time that you don't go for it. But I say that. I went for it all the time. So.
So now second down and 16 from the 26 for Benbrook.
Got blitz on the edge.
Barton.
Got more
Under
pressure. He's
gonna
throwing that
throw
should be
this one
picked.
up.
Get it.
It's going to be picked in
Picked.
the end zone.
Stay right there. Stay
When he
right there.
gets
Stay
down,
right there.
It'll
Good.
be a touchback. And, Coach, it's just that pressure that led to that interception.
You know, they brought one more. They brought a fifth guy, and and it wasn't him that got there. It was the guy that was the inside because you left it one-on-one with that guard, and he can't block him. And that quarterback threw it up one too many times, and that's a humongous interception. Great stop. Now Eagle Mountain can – this is kind of a step on the neck type of drive right here. They can do some things here to – and when you can run the ball like that Eagle Mountain has, this is a wheel breaker right here. And if they can go win the game by getting it done here.
Chris Renfro says, Coach, you can't leave the booth.
Coach, we're going to need you next season. Right? We're losing Jim, so we're going to need
I
somebody.
told you, Jim. I think Jim tried to lock me out. He kept changing the locks. He said that guy doesn't know nothing.
Hold on.
So Vindiola in the gun, fakes the handoff, throws it to the left.
Get up. Go.
This one is caught
Good.
and brought to the 32.
Okay.
Looked like that's where he was pushed out.
Number 6, Landon Miller.
So Landon Miller. So another new target
Getting-
has gotten the ball tonight.
The run game is opening this up. They're trying to squeeze down their outside backers to help with that dive play. It's 2nd and 2. Yeah, they're opening up the
They
pass.
actually marked him off at the 28
Okay.
instead of the 32. So they handed
Get
him
through.
off to Starks.
Good
Who
job defensively.
Gets a gain of 1.
so Coach, he goes, Jim says, he's jealous. He's 20 years. I couldn't get Coach Ab in the show or in the booth. The first game I'm retired. Greatness shows up.
See, Jim, you got to quit. You got to quit locking the door.
Yeah, he didn't give us the lock, Coach, so that's
No.
why you're able to come
I'm
in.
telling you, Birdville doesn't have a lock on it, so that kind of helped me out.
So 3rd down and 1 from the
We got a
29.
first down. Good job
be a
right
free
there.
play.
Now go
It is.
score.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Trail,
all right.
stop.
First down.
So it will be a first down off the offsides. And, Coach, that's one of my favorite plays in all of football, just that free play whenever quarterback knows that nothing's going to happen if I throw a pick.
It's
just throw it
a
up down the
free.
field.
It's those secret yards. It's we on defense we would do it at Boswell where we would shift the defensive line. If you're not disciplined and you're tired, you're going to make those mistakes. We're late in the third. Coach Mullins conditions these guys, and they're able to play. So they sat in there. Benbrook didn't. First down, and that's gigantic. That's huge. We can get this thing the fourth quarter.
First down and 10 from the 34. Vindiola
Again,
slings it to
on the
left
edge.
to Miller, and they're just
Lowers his
working that
helmet.
edge. Miller, his second reception, and he's fired up.
He's having a big time.
He brought it out to the
Trammell's blocking for him. He didn't even wait for him. He just ran right by him or tried to truck the kid.
And Coach Trammell, he came into this game the leading receiver. He has no receptions tonight.
They-
Everybody, they're just spreading
They
the ball
got
out.
their best corner on him, and he's a good-looking kid.
That number 6.
But that's it. And so this looks like a run formation right
So
here.
Vindiola hands it off to Starks. He's gonna look like he lost it.
Yeah,
a
they
yard.
blitzed. The end blitz off the edge. Chased it down.
So 3rd down and 2 coming up.
All right, here we go.
2:29 to play.
So Marcus Ortiz, the reason why it says, how come you can't show the game? Well, UIL rules say that playoff games are governed by UIL.
Yep.
So they own the rights to this game, and if we were to actually show this game, we would either have to pay $500 or potentially face being banned from showing any other future playoff games.
We don't want to do that.
No. Here's a hand off to Starks.
He lost a couple yards on that, a yard
Good
on
job
that.
defensively.
Lose a yard again.
They stuffed that.
So all of a sudden, Coach, that's a big stop for Benbrook.
It is. But again, good job by Eagle Mountain by at least getting a first down. First downs are like mini turnovers because you're down 2 scores every first down. Now Eagle Mountain needs to get a big stop here, and that can be tough. Good punt right here, help.
Yeah, Jack Garcia out to punt. We don't have his punting yards tonight, but he's been doing
He's
real
done a
well.
really good job. Watch a fake here.
Yeah, watch the fake. I remember these plays back in the day with you, Coach Abbott. It is a fake, and they're going to get the first down. How about it? In your own territory going for it, Coach.
Uh-oh. We threw a flag. What happened now?
No.
What are we doing?
We've got multiple penalties. This is going to be 15 yards on someone.
Face mask, maybe?
I can't tell.
And they're coming over.
We're going offset. It looks like it's offset penalties. Hold on a minute. They threw it after the play. He got the first down on the offense is up.
Legal formation. Wow.
The only thing that I can figure is that the punter did not get back to 7 yards, and because he came in to call the cadence and he was moving back, and I don't know that he got to 7 yards. And if you run a fake like that, then it's one of those goofy rules that I disagree with, but they don't ask me.
So it'll back Eagle Mountain up, and it'll be 4th and 9 now. Now, probably expecting the punt here.
I don't.
35.
This would be really. Here's
a
no.
high snap on the punt.
Now be smart. Be
He'll
smart.
pick it up.
Be
Can
smart.
he get
Punt
the
it.
punt off?
Punt it. Atta boy.
And he does.
Great job
that is
there.
emergency work, and it
Look at
bounces.
this
Look at the
bounce.
I mean, my word, Garcia made
Remember
something
that?
out of nothing.
Hey, I want to go back to a play against their third game of the year, lost to the Zebras, Grandview Zebras.
Yep.
So same child, deep in the zone. They had a rain delay. Is when Boz had to come back against the next day against Saginaw.
Okay.
The Eagle Mount was able to finish out because Grandview wasn't going to come back. Kid got Jack got the ball, but muffed the snap, and he's in his own end zone, unfortunately, and took off running and still could have punted it, got tackled. He learned from that play. That's good coaching right there by him figuring out he's got time. That's a big, big play because that could have been detrimental.
And on the motion play to Dorian Johnson, it's going to be a big gain for Benbrook. As
minute left in the third.
Yeah, minute left here.
They've got some speed. They've got some speed on the edge. When you can't run it up the middle, that's your lifeblood. And you know, we've always when you design a defense, the middle is so sacred. And they moved again. Good job by Eagle Mountain. They shifted. Benbrook jumped. That's 5 yards instead of it being 2nd and 2. Now it's 2nd and 1. It's 2nd and 6.
So again, I mean, Coach, it seems like even though Benbrook has been able to kind of fight their way and pick up these chunk plays, they have not done well in the trenches at all tonight.
No.
It seems like their O-line has struggled, a lot of penalties and a lot of pressures on their quarterback.
The defensive line is for Eagle Mountain is instilling their will, and you know, when you got Fox behind them, they're just playing good defense. They're trying to run it
off.
Again, they're just not able to run. They're trying to run power right there, and it's just not. They're not there. Their best bet is to throw the ball, and that's, you know.
It's tough to do when you know it's coming.
It's tough to do when you know it's coming, and it's tough to do when the D lineman is sitting on your head. That's not not fun either. And now we'll see how he responds after throwing a pick the last time, because that's always tough.
So 3rd down and 5 now.
They got trips. Look for up top. Watch the receivers do a switch in a sit route.
Looking. Under pressure, he's going to run it. He's got Green ahead of him, Coach. Going to bring it to the 50. Good move inside, and will be brought down at the 45-yard line. That was just good quarterback play right there from Barton.
He had a little bit of pressure down here away from trips. The outside backer was far enough away and created some space for him. Good first down. 10 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, they don't have to snap it, but they're on the ball like they're going to. Barton in the gun. He'll
Another
snap
pass
it. Throws
out
it to the left. This one's caught. And still on his feet. Brought down at the 38-yard line. So that'll do it for the third quarter of play, where Eagle Mountain has their eyes on a second-round playoff berth here at Birdville ISD
Got to go win
Stadium.
it now.
Got to go win it. We'll take a quick timeout here on Boswellsports.
Hold on, you got me too.
I got Keith all tied up in
Keith is
knots.
rolling. He's rolling, brother.
I'm trying. Oh, wait, you said a commercial.
Yeah, we're going to commercial.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
So coming out of the third quarter break,
Coach has left us.
Coach is going to
Coach has left the building.
Coach Ab will return in a bit. He
went to go get the trophy.
Yeah, going to get the trophy polished.
There you go.
He's going to get the trophy polished.
Hopefully I didn't speak too soon.
And Benbrook here, 2nd down and 4 from the 38-yard line. This is now all of a sudden 12 minutes left in this game. This is a very, very high-pressure possession for the Bobcats. This is one where they need to get in the end zone if they want to have a chance to make the second round. So Barton's going to go empty with 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Barton, under pressure, is going to throw the screen on the middle.
Nice block.
And it's incomplete. It was deflected by number 5, Justin Fox. I mean, he's everywhere tonight. Coach Justin Fox, good play right across the middle, deflecting the ball.
That's a big play when your Mike linebacker's doing that. Again, just kind of messing with that quarterback. 3rd down play. This is a huge play for Benbrook right here.
3rd down and 4 from the 38. Looks like they're going to go empty here.
Got empty. They're going to go 4 to one side. See if they can single up this guy over here. Nope, they got.
Going to throw it to the right, and this is going to be blown dead for a false start.
They got in motion, never got him set.
So Barton's going to try to plead his case yet again, but it won't matter.
That didn't work out last time.
No, it did not. Somebody got thrown out of the game for it.
That would not be. Hopefully, it's not a family member of his.
Yeah.
But he did not. I have not seen him come back. Shout out to Mrs. Abinshan. She said she's listening. So.
Oh, very good.
Awesome.
Very good.
I've got one fan.
There you go.
I've got,
I think you
got
got
two.
two.
Actually,
you got 3. He's got 3.
remember, Jim wants me locked out. I don't know if I can.
3rd down and 9 for Benbrook. Barton.
Big
Back to
pressure
pass
here.
Pressure again. Barton throws a
Oh!
first down and more.
He may score.
And he
Good
missed.
tackle.
Brought down at the 5-yard line.
Wow.
And Benbrook all of a sudden has some life. Dorian Johnson on the big-time reception. Coach, what happened
Wow.
there?
So had great pressure again. Just about second. Another quarterback off his back heel throws it. DB tips it, and it goes over his head. And you know, as a DB, if you're going to go in front of the receiver and try to do it, you've got to be so sure because a lot of times that ball goes up in the air and you don't know, and just kid stood with it. Quarterback made a good play.
I was really surprised. I mean, because he was like, it was like one of those rainbow catches over his head with and it going bumbling and stuff.
Well,
I was really surprised.
when he tipped it. Hold on.
So look at this. I like this, Coach, that Eagle Mountain, they recognized that they could sub because Benbrook subbed. And
Benbrook
I think
subbed, and that should be a
it should be
timeout.
a timeout or delay a game,
Yeah,
right?
that one or the other.
We're still waiting on the indication, but if it's going to be a delay of game, this is great coaching from
But
Coach
the
Mullins
referee's
and
on the
staff.
other side. The referee's on the other side
Because
talking to the coach.
When the referee stands on the ball, if they sub, I don't know what the conversation is. Like, it should be a timeout. Benbrook is probably what we're gonna.
We're still waiting on the indication here.
So they're bringing back.
So it is a delay of game, yeah.
There you
So
go.
this is that's just all coaching right there from Eagle Mountain. They recognize there was a sub late on the play clock, and they're entitled to a sub.
They gave him the timeout. They gave him
a timeout. So
I figured they do. So Eagle Mountain, like you're saying, Peyton, Eagle Mountain offensive player subbed, and you see this in college a lot.
Yep.
Where you see the D lineman kind of trotting on and off, and it's a good tactic because the offense wants to go, and that play clock's running down. There's no more checks. You got to go, and they ran out of time.
And a lot of these coaching staffs, Coach, they've got player or coaches that are designated. Like sometimes it's like a grad assistant that are just looking for something.
They're
like
looking
that.
for a sub. Any receiver that opts out or anything like that, that referee's on the ball, and then they're communicating down the line.
So seeing that at the high school level, I mean, that's
pretty big.
That's a big thing.
That's a big thing right there. This is huge. 21-6, ball on the 5. Eagle Mountain is they're fighting for their lives right here. This is not literally, but we can put a nail in this thing by making a stop.
First down and goal for Benbrook. In this one, they haven't really ran the football well. Barton hands it off to Chambers.
Nope,
No,
keeper.
he'll keep it up the middle, and Barton will be brought down at the 3.
Quarterback follow.
As it'll bring up a second down and goal from the 3. 11 minutes to play here.
That timeout will be big too.
Yeah, very, very costly, but it's kind of one of those ones they had to do it. They got to
Yep.
get in the end zone.
Got heavy set over to the right. Look for a play action. Oh, we moved.
False
Both of them moved.
Yep, that is another false start. That time it
But
was
are
on
they
one
gonna,
of their
are they going to
Little things like that. And Benbrook false started on the 3-yard line. What do we got?
I'm wondering if they're – because there was a jump on the
Let's see what it
False
is a
start.
false start.
Yep. These are critical plays in the fourth quarter, and that's a disciplined play. And
Yep.
Eagle Mountain is right now the more disciplined team. Benbrook's a good football team, but critical mistakes in the playoffs that you cannot make. So now you're 2nd and 8. It totally changes your play call.
Yep. Changes everything now. Barton with Chambers right behind him.
Got a pass, roll
Barton
out.
rolling out to the
Got
right.
number 7's by
Throws
himself.
on the run, and he
Touchdown.
finds Chambers. It's a touchdown, and Benbrook is right back in it on an 8-yard reception.
I would think they're going to go for 2 here.
They are trailing here without that PAT that they missed.
Now, Peyton, this is again enormous. You stop this,
Then it stays a 2-possession game.
I think they sent the kicker out. I'd kick it here and stay. My dad and I would always have this debate of when do you kick it, and he would always say you go for 2 when you have to. But they do
are.
not agree with my dad, and they are going to go for 2.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2.
This is the play they ran earlier.
Barton looking, rolling. He's under
good
pressure.
penetration.
Escaping out to the right.
Ball.
Throws this one up. It's
Oh,
caught.
That's a
caught by-
lineman.
Yeah, that was
lineman.
a lineman.
That's not
legal.
No,
Not
sir.
legal.
So that remains. Let's go back to the block extra point.
Yep.
Now they got to go for 2. Now they're down by 2 possessions, and 21-12. It's a 9-point game. That touchdown didn't help them a whole
Nope.
lot, and that's okay. We're kind of giving a mulligan there to stay with your golf.
So a lot of golf references from you tonight.
Yeah, I
Coach.
love golf. I just wish I was good at it.
Me as well.
I
Me
swing
as well.
so hard, and then it's that wedge. The wedge just gives me such
See,
a mental block.
See, that's what does it, Coach. Everybody's like, "Man, you're supposed to swing smooth," and I'm like, "Man, when
No.
the ball's right there, I'm
What's
swinging
the
as hard as
point?
like exactly." I see Bryson DeChambeau. I'm swinging as hard as I
If
can.
I'm going to hit it 112 times, I'm swinging as hard as I can.
Yeah.
Well, here's stats so far that we've got through this point in the game. Terry Stark's got 79 yards rushing. Vindiola's got 131 yards passing, and most of that's going to Justin Fox. Yeah. And then here you're looking at 98 yards to Dorian Johnson on the Benbrook side. 200 yards passing by Barton.
Yeah, Barton
And
has really
then
stepped up. here in
They've
the
got a
second half.
net 14 yards rushing, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's really just been the story for the Benbrook offense is they can't get
Penalties.
anything going on the ground and they're just throwing all over the field.
The playoffs is going to come down to who can run the ball, who can stop the ball, special teams and penalties. And right now, Eagle Mountain has the edge. They've got to be able to finish it out, and this is where your running game is going to be critical. 3 first downs right here can do a lot of damage. Watch for the onside.
Benbrook won't
quick
kick the
kick.
onside. They'll
Did
kick it
not.
high. It'll be returned at the 31-yard line
Hold on to the ball. Attaboy.
and brought out to the 44. That was number 24. I believe that was Hussein. It was Hussein on the return.
And he got out to the 44.
Yeah, out to the 44. And now with 10:20 left, you said it, Coach. 3 first downs really puts Benbrook in a tough spot.
I'm gonna have to go back, and I think my dad is right. Kick the extra point, take the for sure, stay within a score, and because now you're in desperate mode. Now you're 9 down, you're 2 scores down, and
kind of that momentum's gone, right? I mean,
it hurts you because you're looking at the clock. There's the fourth quarter, and you're 2 score. Yeah, you're exactly right. Mental.
So Vindiola with Starks to his left.
Tight end right.
Send
Motion.
Trammell out in motion. Here's a handoff to Starks.
Now get the
Starks
edge. Get
rolling
the
around
edge.
the
Get
right
the edge.
side.
Attaboy.
And he's
Keep
still
going.
on his feet.
It's almost like he didn't.
Oh, my
And
God.
he's swung
Oh,
out of
there
bounds.
you go.
That is going to be a 15-yard penalty for a
So
late hit against Benbrook.
Starks was already out of bounds, and the receiver said, I think you want to feel the ground for me for a minute.
Well, some might call that a punch, but not a very, very smart play by the Benbrook player.
Yeah, a lot of frustrations in this one. And it's starting to be shown here late in the game from the Bobcat side. And it almost feels like if Eagle Mountain gets a touchdown here, you're really facing just a massively uphill battle here at the end of this
I think
one.
so. I think time more than points. I think you're I would take a 6-minute no score drive than a bomb for a touchdown right now.
And so, Coach, if Eagle Mountain gets a touchdown here, they kick a PAT, they go up by 16. Do you think Coach Mullins thinks about going for 2 and just making that a 3-possession game? And I know it's a debate I always talk about up here in the booth. Like when a team is, they get a touchdown and they go up by 7 before the PAT.
Are they giving them 32 unsportsmanlike conducts?
Oh, mercy.
No.
They
yeah,
are.
they are 30 yards.
Have you ever seen 30 yards of?
Unfortunately, I have in the wrong direction. So
No.
we don't want to talk about that. So, but every now and again, and especially in a game like this, because what this playoffs does, it puts more pressure on you. You know, these kids, that football's the hardest thing. When you lose, there's no more football, and so it's just so much pressure, and sometimes it gets to you. Here we go.
Vindiola hands it off to Starks.
Good
push again to the 19.
Just time.
And a 2.
And so that when you know, I don't know what grade that child's in, but when that frustration comes in and you want so badly to keep playing and you love the game so much, when it's over, I mean, it's you guys understand that.
Oh, yeah.
When it's over, you're like, holy mackerel.
Yeah.
What was that last play, Peyton?
It was a gain of 2 to Starks. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Good job of running the clock. This is just draining it. 9:35 on the clock, and
just taking all the time in the world here. Vindiola fake hand.
we're gonna throw it.
Throws it. It looks like a miscommunication on the route here, as it was intended for. Looks like number 13. That's Middleton.
Had a miscommunication on the deal. Vindiola thought it was a comeback route. Big boy thought he was going to go up top.
Now it stops the clock. 3rd down and 8.
Stops clock. Get a play here. Kick a field goal, or get a first down. Field goal's not all bad right here.
So 3rd down and 8. They'll send a man in motion.
Quarterback
Vindiola
run.
keeps it on the run. He'll bring it across to the 14.
Mullins may go for it here.
And that's a gain of 5, so they'll bring up a 4th down and 3, and he is going to bring the field goal unit out. Maybe. You never know. I mean, they could keep Fox out there and run that
Nope,
power, but they are going to
kicker.
kick the field goal.
We got a kicker.
So it will be a 31-yarder to stretch this one to.
See what Mullins got. See if he'd throw a little wrinkle in here. No, I don't think we are.
Good snap. Good hold.
Good.
Kick is up.
No good. Okay.
And it's no good. So now it remains a 9-point game, which still isn't bad, Coach. It's still a 2-possession game.
It's still a 2-possession game. The ball's going to be sitting on the 20-yard line. They've got to drive it 80 yards. You're 8:42, so you accomplish getting the you flip the field, you move the clock down, and you put yourself in a good position. Now play defense, and let's get the defensive line's going to pin their ears back and go get a piece of that quarterback. But they're going to try to go. They're going to try to attack that trip side up top.
You already know what's coming, Coach. It's probably just going to be passes all over the field here.
He's
Barton
going to
pumps.
it. We got
Barton rolling up in the pocket. He's going to scramble, and it's a good run for Barton as he's brought down at the 29.
Just a yard short.
So a gain of 9 for Barton. Clock will continue to roll as he didn't get the first down.
Good coverage. He's got good vision of finding a way to escape out of there.
2nd down and 1 for the Bobcats.
Be a good time for a turnover.
Barton.
Quick
Swings
pass.
it out to
That's
the right.
holding right there. Pick up the ball. Boy, that was close. That kind of
Yeah, it
quick-
was. It looked close to.
there's a quick ball out there. It could have been lateral.
Yep. So the clock will stop. 3rd down and 1 coming up. And this game has really flown by. It's 9:13 local here.
Wow.
Just a quick one.
Come on, big play here. Big.
I thought last week's game was quick.
Sends a man in motion. It's a little snap pass.
Stay outside. Oh,
And he
Oh,
slips
mercy.
down at the 30.
he's short.
Yeah, he's short.
Oh,
it looks
they
like.
gave it to him.
They
Oh,
wow.
He must have made it because he called it. So, dadgummit.
So it will be a 1st down. The clock will stop as the chains move.
It looked like he was going to slide, and usually you stop. He's down with it, but he did not agree with that. All right, we're going to go. Now we're in a little prevent. We got enough guys spread out. We're doubling the receiver. Go get him. Sick him.
Barton
Now.
looking. Barton scrambles
job.
again.
Big tackle.
Gets a couple. Brings it to the 32. That's where they mark him.
Now they're rushing with 3, and they're getting, again, doing a good job. And what they're doing is sending the outside backer any sort of trigger with that quarterback getting outside the pocket. He's going after him, and that guy's seeing him. They're doubling up the single over here. Good deep out. They're going to go quick.
Barton swings it to the right, and Eagle Mountain's just flying to the
Don't get a
football.
flag. Don't get a flag. He threw the flag.
What?
Wow.
I disagree with
Yeah,
that.
That was-
Justin Fox. I mean, he played that ball through the whistle, and when he made that tackle, the guy was still in bounds. So, but they are going to say it's a late hit.
Drove him one too many steps. I would like to discuss that, but that's
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
interesting.
1st down. All right, now I got to make plays.
So 15 yards will be tacked on after that reception. And 7:03 to play here. As Eagle Mountain leads by 9. Crucial possession for the
We're gonna keep
Bobcats.
attacking that trip side. We got 2 on the single down here. 3-man blitz. Got games going on. Now make a
Throws
play.
this up, incomplete. Threw it into double
We're
coverage.
trying to get it to him. He just doesn't have enough room. The safety over the top. They're kind of in a 2-man or a 2-deep look. And with 3 down linemen, you can add an extra secondary guy. We would call it nickel at Boz. And now you're watching the nose and the ends playing games, meaning they're switching. The nose fires outside, the end shoots inside.
2nd down and 10.
Watch for a blitz right here from outside. My
Send
man number
Chambers
11,
in
he's
motion.
coming.
Barton looks, throws. That was
Wow.
one-handed. No, it's incomplete. Almost came down with a
Almost
one-handed
made a
grab.
great catch.
And I think we have a timeout on the field, and we will take one as well here on Boswell Sports. Powered by Eagle Mountain.
Thinking about saving money on insurance? Think no more. The answer is Lone Star Insurers, a Paul Jacobs agency. We have just the right coverage for you. Auto, home, health, life, recreational vehicles, and more. See how we can save you money on your monthly premiums with these products. All State Progressive, MetLife, Mercury, and Unitrade. call today for a free quote. Lone Star Insurers is locally owned. Find them at 8101 Boat Club Road, 325, Fort Worth, Texas 76179, or call them at 817-236-2886.
If you're a fan of classic rock and tired of hearing the same old songs over and over, you need to tune in to thezoo.net. Thousands of songs in the library. Radio like it used to be. Radio as it should be. It's on the internet 365 days a year, 24 hours.
So back out of the timeout, 6:51 to play. 3rd down and 10 for Benbrook. They're going to go empty here with Barton.
Empty again. They don't have enough on that. Okay, they motion them. We're going to get some protection on the outside.
Barton looks.
Pick it.
Oh,
mercy.
Oh.
That would have been – there's no way he could have seen that. It hit him right in the arm before he knew it was there.
So the incomplete pass.
4th down.
Will make it 4th down. This feels like the game.
This is pretty gigantic. Settle in because they don't have an answer for this nickel package.
Biggest play of the night for the Benbrook offense. 4th down and 10.
They're going empty again. He doesn't like to his left. I know that. He likes to his right, but they're going empty trips down here to us, to the wide side. Timeout, Coach Mullins. He said, let's talk about this just a little bit.
Saw that.
Well, and I think because the last play – before they motioned them, when they had the 2 guys up top, the 3 receivers down here, Eagle Mountain had an outside backer on the number 2 receiver, and I know Mullins didn't like that. Luckily, they motioned them, took that out of that, and the corner was able to take the single. But they might have said we might want to look at that deal.
And is that one? Do you think Benbrook may have been using that as a decoy, where they kind of changed the formation here, or?
I think it's something that probably the offensive coordinator went. They had already made the call, and they wanted to get protection to this side to help with that, because Eagle Mountain's bringing the wide side blitz, and so they motioned the short side inside receiver to the outside to help with the block. And the offensive coordinator saw what I saw and went, if we would have left him there, we might have been able to run a route and attack that a little bit. So we'll see what we come out in. It looks like we put an extra guy over there. And so you got 4 in the box. You got 3 down linemen. We got Fox in the middle. We are in a good set right here to take on 10 yards, get some pressure right here. Fox is coming. Here we go.
Barton looks. Steps up in the pocket. He throws.
Wow,
It's caught.
great.
It's a first
catch.
down and more. And
Okay.
he brings it inside the 30-yard line. That was Will Cook, his first reception of the night.
Yeah, they were able to slip it through the middle, made a good play.
So Will Cook comes up with a massive reception. His first one of the night is the biggest one of the night.
Now we go back to
Keeps
4
the drive
down linemen.
alive.
That's okay. 4 down linemen, 6:28 on the clock.
So Barton, empty again, under pressure, escapes to the right. He's going to tuck it and run, and another good carry for Barton, and he runs out of bounds at the 18.
He's been running for his life tonight.
Yeah. But making something happen with his legs, though. So still some life for the Bobcats.
So, Coach, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Going back to that overly excited fan that was asked to go sit in his truck for a little while.
Yep.
There was the state law that was passed, right? That this year that just went against abusing officials. Is that potentially a fine for that person, or what's that? I don't remember what that law was.
I know that they're – oh, mercy, he's got an
Barton's going
edge.
to keep it again.
He may score.
And he'll
Make a
bring
play.
it to the 5. He actually fell down on purpose,
Holding.
but this may be a hold or
We
a
got
block in the back.
This is a huge, huge call because instead of first and goal at the 2, it's going to be at the 17. It looked like a block in the back. Big call there.
And the receiver didn't even have to block in the back. The quarterback was kind of giving himself up at the 5.
I thought the quarterback had enough there. I thought he was going to score. kid from Eagle Mountain closed on it really well, and the receiver pushed him in the back.
So it is a block in the back.
As a hold. Okay. They call block in the back. So now they're at the 13.
First and goal at the 13.
Yeah.
Should be, right?
I don't know what they're calling it. I would think so because he got the first down and then it was holding. Unless this is weird. I don't.
Yeah, they're gonna say first down and goal at the 13. So Barton will go empty. Sends a man in motion.
They moved.
Barton looks. Throws this one on the wheel route to the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know that he's thrown a ball to his left side.
He likes that sidearm throw.
Well, Leach would talk about this. He would watch quarterbacks, and as goofy as that sucker was, he was a genius. But he would stand up and watch his quarterbacks do 7-on-7, and he would say, to the left side, you're 1 of 13. To the right side, you're 9 of 12. You're more comfortable here, and he was able to. And quarterbacks are like that. It's just they have a comfort level of where they're going. Empty again. He's looking to the.
So Barton's gonna roll out, throws end zone, incomplete. It just fell right out of the hands.
Boy, it looked like he was past the line of scrimmage too when he threw that ball. That was really, really close. I thought he could have ran it for a first down, but he didn't.
So they actually changed the chain, so it's actually 3rd down and 5. That first down, that they didn't have the chain crew out there.
The only thing I can figure is he got the yardage for a first down. They left the chains where it was, moved it back 10 yards, and called it first down from there. I'm not real confident that that's correct, but I'm not going to argue it because I don't have the for sures.
So 3rd down and 5 now.
Okay.
And I think we have another timeout by Eagle Mountain.
Get him off the field. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5.
And so this is with 5:55 to go. Benbrook trailing by 9. Coach, I mean, they don't have to get a touchdown here. I mean, technically they don't.
They do not have to get a touchdown. You're doing it right. You kick a field goal here. You're now down 6.
Yeah.
You're now within.
A lot of time as well.
And a lot of time. Force Eagle Mountain to go win the game. And that's a big one. So
let's do some quick scores, check-ins real quick, Peyton.
Yep, let's
So
do it.
we've got North Crowley 36, Keller 13. That's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. This one's really close. Actually, really surprising me. Mansfield Lake Ridge 40, Trinity 38.
Wow. I'm not surprised by that at all.
Byron Nelson 42, Mansfield 7. And then, of course, here you've got 21-12. And then yesterday, South Lake took care of Crowley 35-0. Aledo took care of Saginaw 80-12. We mentioned that earlier. And then also Denton Ryan took care of Chisholm Trail 59-7.
Mm-hmm.
So Eagle Mountain, Coach, has a chance to be the lone EMS school to make it and keep playing into next week.
Got to finish. This is a big 5:55 on the clock to finish. 3rd and 5 right here.
Barton.
Got blitz on the edge.
Look, it's
inside.
a design quarterback draw.
Got the first
Barton
down.
will get the first down to the 6. And that looked like it was just a draw all the way. And they are really relying on his legs here, and he's been the one that's been able to get them going in the ground game.
He's there. He's made some really big plays with some ingenuity, getting sacked, throwing for a first down.
And you mentioned obviously this is the longest Eagle Mountain's seen this quarterback play.
Correct.
So
That's
Barton
exactly right.
Sends a man in motion. Low
Bad
snap. He'll keep it again.
Good job of squeezing right there. They brought a full house blitz and did not have any room. Now it's going to get tight. Now loss of 2, so we've got 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal now.
A lot of time being ticked off the clock.
A lot of time.
And that's what you said is exactly right. You could play it. You got to start throwing it for the end zone right here if you're Benbrook.
Barton looking under pressure.
Got a sack. That's the worst thing that could happen. Best thing for Eagle Mountain, worst thing for Benbrook is that because now a field goal because of the blocked extra point is not a given, and you got it. Kickers are goofy anyway, and so they're not sure.
One thing I
So
was
this is a must win down.
Third and goal. We got
From the 12?
Well, they can still get a field goal, but man, they got a good blitz right here.
Barton throws. It's the wrong route again. As now it's decision time. I mean, I think you got to kick the field goal.
You got to kick the field goal, and they're coming out. I'm calling. I think we block it.
They will bring the unit on, and I was saying though on that second down and goal from the 6, they were on that right hash, and it was a little bit of an awkward angle. It may be a good thing for them that they were able to get now in that middle field.
Yeah, they kind of got in the middle. It depends on, again, kickers are so weird, and so God bless them. And I was one. I had my one chance at Abilene Cooper. The ball was snapped 15 yards over my head. Big attempt here. Got it. Blocked it.
It's blocked again. Eagle Mountain comes up with the block, and that may do it.
That may do it. That was old who's my man, number 5?
Justin Fox.
Justin Fox. Boys, I've enjoyed it.
Man,
Thank
Coach,
you,
we
Coach.
appreciate you being up here in the
Y'all
booth.
are
see you
awesome.
again.
God bless y'all.
That was Coach Abenchan, the Assistant Athletic Director for EMS ISD. And he was up here, man. Keith, he was doing a little bit of everything on the color commentary.
I'm telling
we
you.
enjoyed. I mean,
I learned a lot.
he may need to rethink his position. He may need to go start applying for some jobs in Fox Sports.
He could
or
take
ESPN.
Tom Brady's. He can take Tom
man.
Brady's job.
Man, he could take Romo's job, I can tell you. I mean, Romo, that guy, he steps on the toes of his play-by-play guy. Coach Ab was phenomenal. We hope you guys enjoyed that. 4:11 to go here. And Eagle Mountain, I mean, blocked PAT, blocked field goal. That's 4 points the special teams has taken off the board, and it means a lot. Now they just got to end this one. Here's a handoff to Starks, and it's a gain of nothing out to the line of scrimmage. And, man, I meant to ask Coach Abenchan if kind of what the situation's going to be with the next opponent.
Oh, as far as where it's going to be.
As far as where it's going to be, a lot of these things are agreed upon before the game, this week, to where, we may flip in home and home. So we're going to hope to see, and maybe we can get a clear diagnosis on that at the end of the game. But if not, we'll be sure to update you guys in some capacity and to where Eagle Mountain is.
Send him a text real quick.
And if we'll be here next week. And there's going to be a loss for Starks, and I'm actually going to send a message to Coach, see where we're going to be.
While you're doing that, I'll try to do some play-by-play.
Let's hear it, Keith. Let's hear it.
All right, there's a big huddle of black guys on the 13-yard line. They don't know what they're doing yet. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's
like they got 2 wideouts. They're going to do like the Boswell Diamond package. They got Vindiel. Okay, so now tight end comes set. They've got Starks, and is that Fox in the backfield?
That is Fox in the backfield.
So,
oh,
what a run.
It's a keeper from Vindiola.
Look,
Vindiola's
gone.
Green. Vindiola down the field. College Church, Eagle Mountain is going to win their first ever playoff game in school history.
Wow. What?
Vindiola goes 87 yards to put the nail in the coffin for Benbrook.
What a run.
Vindiola is
and
he's talking to the student section. What they have over here in Vindiola, he's juiced. How about it for the Knights?
Wow, that was – and you know what set it up was – I don't know if you saw it. There was that block by Justin Fox.
Yep.
Just right in between the guard and the tackle, right up the church.
Man, we talked about it in the pregame too. Justin Fox.
Yeah.
This guy does everything. He does everything, man. He blocked a field goal. He's picking up blocks downfield at the receiver position, making tackles, big tackles at the linebacker position. This guy is such a cornerstone for this team, and he is an unbelievable presence for Coach Mullins to have. And now, all of a sudden, apologies, we need to put the score up here. I'm getting a little too excited. It is now a 28-12 game. It's still 2 possessions. Benbrook with 2.5 left. I mean, if they can get a touchdown in a 2-point conversion, you never know what could happen. So never mind. So it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct
Wow.
against Benbrook. So now, Keith, this could be one where Coach Mullins could say, "Hey, we're going to try and win this football game with the 15-yard penalty that's going to happen. The ball's going to be placed
On the
at
50.
at the actually the 45 of Benbrook. So they could kick an onside if they want it, and it doesn't really mean anything. They don't lose field position. They could kick an onside here. Eagle Mountain could and seal the game. I don't know if they will, but where the ball is spotted, I mean, look at this, Keith. The ball has to go 10 yards, so you're
Right.
looking at the 35. If they fall in it at the 35 or the 30, that's just like a regular kick. So they could kick the onside here and try to get the ball back and seal the game and not even have to worry about it.
That's very possible. Now,
So look at this may be happening. See this group. I think they're kicking the onside.
with the double line right there.
Yeah, I look. I love this from Coach Mullins. If they end up going with this onside kick, this is a very smart thing to do, and you don't lose anything. It's a win-win.
So you've got 4 on one line and the rest, and then 6 on the back, and
So
then you got the kick.
Garcia
Just exactly.
He'll kick a squib. It won't be an onside. It
Oh!
bounces up. The ball is live. It'll be picked up at the 1. Benbrook going to try to make something out of nothing. He'll bring it to the 10. A gain of 9. But look, like I
Wow.
said, win-win. You don't really have to do anything there. And Benbrook's got a long uphill battle. 2:26 to play. And what's at stake here? Benbrook has to get 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions with only 2 timeouts and 2:26 to play. I mean, it's doable,
It's
but
doable.
it's
Crazier things have happened, right?
crazier things have happened. I just
Wow.
don't
Well,
think
with
it's
the
gonna
with the
happen.
way the Eagle Mountain's playing defense this half, I really, absolutely, I don't see how this is possible. In fact, I imagine they go 4 and out right here.
So Barton, potentially his last possession of the game. Going empty, Barton looking, scanning, steps up in the pocket, throws, and the traffic is caught.
Whoa.
An unbelievable grab.
Uh-oh, we're
As
going to
the
have a
helmet
horse
co-
collar.
Helmet comes off.
Or face mask,
And
I
a
mean.
face mask will happen. So now the ball was placed, or the ball was brought down to the 35 with the 15-yard penalty. It's going to be brought down to the 45 of Benbrook. Now all of a sudden, they may have some life here. I mean, that ball was thrown into heavy traffic. And look, say what you want about Barton. Barton has been quite phenomenal here in the second half throwing the football. He's threaded the needle quite well.
Oh, and I've been actually, and I've got to give hats off to the hands of the receivers too,
Yeah,
because
man,
there have been plays where that one where that was deflected and he still caught it, and it was over his. I mean,
So Barton looking, pumps, rolling out to the left, under pressure, staying. Oh my goodness!
how is
Great
he?
puck race, throws it,
Oh!
almost intercepted.
Right in the hands of 2 Eagle Mountain players, and both are like, "Man, you got in my way, fool."
Tyler Self, yeah, he had his hands on it, almost picked it off. And Barton is a little slow to get up, but I mean, he's wanting to stay out there, man. Both 2 players for Benbrook, and I think this is going to be a timeout. Or excuse me, it's the 2-minute timeout.
Oh,
So we'll
I
stay.
lost where we were at.
Yeah, where it's the 2-minute timeout, minute 55 to play, and if many of you don't know, this year is the first year in Texas high school football where the 2-minute timeout is now in order. Where at the end of the second quarter and the end of the fourth quarter, when it hits 2 minutes, there is a timeout. So similar to the 2-minute warning, they call it the 2-minute timeout here at Texas high school football, but I think you just got to say 2-minute warning. So minute 55 now. Benbrook still has 2 timeouts, but as we mentioned, they have to get not only 2 touchdowns, but 2 two-point conversions. And what could have been if that field goal would have went through and not blocked, could have been a 6-point game. And instead, it's now flipped on its head and Eagle Mountain up 16. But I think you got to really give your tip of the cap to Benbrook. The score really doesn't, I don't think, show how well that they've played tonight here in the second half.
Oh, absolutely not. They've definitely kept it well within their reach. It's just I think Eagle Mountain's played a much tougher, tighter defense.
So Barton.
He's on the side of the field that coach said he likes, the left side, the left hash.
Barton goes empty. Barton looking again. Gonna throw this one up in the double coverage.
Oh, that was a pretty throw, though.
Incomplete. He was trying to hit Dorian Johnson, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 from the 49. So 1:49 to play. Barton potentially staring down the last 1:49 of his varsity career, or even his high school career. And he'll go empty again. 3rd down and 10 for Benbrook. Barton looking under pressure again. He doesn't get out of it. No, he does. He threw it up. It's caught.
They're calling him down. They're calling him down.
They called him down, though. I don't know. I don't really agree with that call.
He was on his way down, but I don't think he was down.
He seemed like he was still up. Tyler Newman was wide open, and he was being slung around, and Barton's not going to be happy about it. And, look, I have to agree with him. He was still on his feet when he threw that football, but they marked him down. Now it's 4th down and 16. 1:20 to go. This is the ball game.
Timeout.
And there'll be a timeout by Benbrook. I'm surprised they didn't use it, when it was 1:30 on the clock after that play. So they burn their last timeout.
4th and 16. Okay.
And it'll be 4th down and 16. I mean, this is, even though it's being down 16 at this point, it's essentially over.
Oh,
This is the game right here.
1:14. So
if Eagle Mountain gets a stop, it's ball game.
they have. I mean, they've got to get at least 16. Ideally, you'd praying for a Hail Mary or something right now, so that way you can do an onside kick and then come back to the game, or potentially get it back and make it a game. But
so we want to thank those of you in the chat tonight, Jim Howard, Chris Renfro, and Marcus Ortiz for giving us a little bit of engagement tonight. And currently we're sitting at a not the highest number of viewers, but I know some Eagle Mountain fans that are wanting to tune in. We will let you guys know if we will be at next week's game. It's still a little bit up in the air as to where that game is going to be. If it's out west into Abilene, we're going to have to take a pass on that one, but hopefully it's not. Hopefully we're back at it next week. Barton, here we go, 4th down and 16 from their own 45. Barton under pressure again.
Oh, it got
rolling out to the right. Barton throws on the run. It's incomplete. Incomplete. No flags. That's it. Eagle Mountain is going to, there's a flag now at the end. There's a flag now at the end, but it will be tacked. It'll be tacked on at the end of the play. So that will stand. And Eagle Mountain, for the first time in school history, is going to win a playoff game in only their 2nd year in existence. What a testament to Jeremy Mullins and what he has done as the head coach of Eagle Mountain, building this program from nothing now into something. They're going to be heading into the round of 32. I mean, he has.
There's no foul on the play.
No foul on the play now. And look, Coach Mullins has brought this team literally from building blocks to where they were practicing at a middle school.
Yeah.
To now, one of the top 32 teams in the entire state in 4A Division II. And it just shows you that the things that he was able to do at Toller, he's doing it now at Eagle Mountain. And my goodness, just continuing to be an unbelievable coach.
It shows, too, what kind of leadership Ab had when he was coaching.
Yep.
Because Mullins coached under Ab. So
yeah, the coaching tree of Coach Ab is starting to spread its tentacles a little bit here in the DFW area, but also in the EMS ISD school district. And they'll take the favorite formation in football.
Jim's least.
The knee. And the Eagle Mountain players are hyped. They are very excited. The fans, I mean, very good crowd tonight. This stadium is really big. The stands hold a lot of people, and for a 4A Division II team, the fans have really came out tonight, and they're potentially going to be heading off into West Texas. And Keith, after this play, we'll be able to show the field when it hits 0-0 on the clock, and we'll be able to show the celebrations.
All right.
Of the Eagle Mountain players and the team, and then afterwards we'll talk a little bit into the stats. But Eagle Mountain is going to win their first playoff game in school history, 28-12 against Benbrook. and they will be moving on to the second round. Very exciting for the Knights.
So we don't have an idea of who potential. Well, yes, we do. I saw the. Hold on, let me go up and.
Keith will pull up the opponent. It's opponent from either El Paso, I believe, or Lubbock, or excuse me, Odessa or Lubbock. And so
okay, so it'll either be. So actually, it's it's either Midland or Lubbock. Because Liberty, actually no.
No, it's going to be either. It's going to be their opponent.
Is this one or this one? So it's either Lubbock Liberty over because they played.
Yeah, let me see. Their opponent's going to be Perryton, or excuse me, Midland. So they'll face Midland.
Oh yeah.
In the next round, which will likely be in Lubbock or Abilene. I don't think it's going to be in Midland or Fort Worth, but if it is, you will hear us on the call. But how about it? The Eagle Mountain Knights, very excited on the field. We'll show some of the reactions and the celebration from the players. As you can just see it, a team from literally built from nothing that made the playoffs last year and got, railroaded by Glen Rose, comes out in their second year in existence and defeats Benbrook for the second time in the year, 28-12. And we'll take a quick timeout here on Boswellsports right before the post-game show, where we'll let you know the players of the game.
Click, flash, the moment's gone, but with Sandy it still lives on. Jan Friday nights and birthday cake, kosher weddings full of love we make. The ex-senior smiles, friends so true, every shot is just for you. Sony, you just live it, she'll come through, capturing the moment so you don't have to. Sandy's Sandy's action photography, memories in Sandy's action photography, memories in motion. Hey.
So back out of the break here. Welcome to the post-game show as Eagle Mountain defeats Benbrook 28-12, and you are joined here in the booth with Keith Diamond and myself, Peyton Peterson. And Keith, just a unbelievable game yet again for the Knights here in round one.
Absolutely. We kind of anticipated that this was going to be an Eagle Mountain victory just based off of what happened earlier this season. But, of course, you never know. And then even Coach Ablett, with him letting us know that the reason why it was such a lopsided victory earlier in the season was because their quarterback got knocked out in the first quarter. So there's some pick sixes in that game and 5 turnovers or 6 turnovers, however many it was. So clearly it was a lopsided game after that. Benbrook struggled with their identity. But this game, I don't think Benbrook struggled with their identity. I think Eagle Mountain just had a far greater answer on their defense than what Benbrook put out there on the field for their offense.
Yeah, I have to agree. And, these players are going to be awaiting their golden football, the first golden football that's going to be heading to Eagle Mountain High School in its existence. And hopefully we see it. I think we do. Here it is, the golden football. There it is. Eagle Mountain getting their first golden football. It's always a sight to see, Keith.
Yeah.
When these playoff teams, when they win around, they get some hardware, and you love to see it. It's just it's a sight to behold. But as we see the celebrations and the cool light show that we see here at Birdville IC Stadium, I think Boswell needs to implement those.
Yeah, because they've got LED lights.
Yeah.
The
LED lights are pretty cool. We're going to talk a little bit about the players of the game, and maybe we can show some stats as well that can
there we go.
That can kind of give us a little bit more of an insight, Keith. I mean,
so
Terry Starks, how about it?
Terry Starks, absolutely. So I'm going to go with him as my offensive player of the game. Well, I don't know.
What was that actually Vindiola? I think. Because Vendiola had that touchdown at the end.
So Vendiola, oh, yeah, that should have been Vendiola. I don't know why it's not. Clearly, I messed up on something.
So I think they were both at around like 80 or 90 yards, I think.
80 or
both
90.
Of them.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, but we expected Starks to be favored heavily in this matchup just because that's been their player that they go to with the rushing. Obviously, like I said, since he's got 1,500 yard rushing on the year, but man, that 87-yard run by Vendiola that just kind of
sealed it.
Sealed the cake. Got to go with that. So he had 131 yards passing. Top receiver Justin Fox, but again, Justin Fox too on defense. I mean, he's going to be my defensive player of the game because, I mean, if it was a play that had to be made, you could pretty much guarantee Justin Fox was in the middle of it.
100%. And yeah, I think my offensive player of the game in this one, I think you got to give it to Vendiola. I think he was able to, he made some really big plays at the quarterback position. And, Starks, whenever, when they were keying on him and they took him out of the game and he wasn't able to get 100 yards tonight, it really changed things a little bit for this team. And Vendiola came out and played pretty well and, in the second half. And, look, I think the big thing is they didn't really turn the ball over, and special teams were just unbelievable for Eagle Mountain tonight. So my offensive player of the game, Vendiola. Defensive player of the game, you got to give it to Justin Fox yet again. I mean, this guy, he's got a case to be just the overall player of the game for what he's able to do in all three phases. So
absolutely,
just an unbelievable game for him and an unbelievable game for the Knights as they win this one, 28-12. We hope you guys all enjoyed the broadcast tonight. It seems like next week this game will actually be played at Abilene-Wiley. Unfortunately, that travel will not be in the cards, but we all encourage you, if you're an Eagle Mountain Knight fan or even just a football fan in general, if you've got the means to go make the trip out to Abilene, which it's not the furthest drive, but still good distance here in Fort Worth, to go make that drive and go see that game, and potentially that one may be shown on NFHS. And if Eagle Mountain wins that next game, they will likely be back in and around the DFW area and potentially even maybe at Frisco Star, Cowboy Stadium.
Well,
you never know what could happen.
And if I looked at that right correctly, potential next opponent. So if they win this, and let's assume that Graham beats Lubbock Liberty, we could be looking at an Eagle Mountain Graham rematch again. And again, for those of you that didn't know, Graham beat Eagle Mountain with seconds left in the game by 2 points. So that could be a fun one to.
Those are district foes too. So that would be for the area championship. So that would be quite nice. But they got to go handle business next week. And again, we encourage you all to go catch that game or find it on NFHS if it is on NFHS. So until next time, hopefully Eagle Mountain wins next week and you'll see us in 2 weeks. But if not, this is Keith Diamond and myself, Peyton Peterson, for the final time potentially on Boswell Sports until the opener for the Pioneers next year here on Boswell Sports. We want to thank you all for tuning in, and good night.
Snap to sack, from pass to run.